हेलो वेलकम बैक टू ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस. यस, ये ब्रेकिंग न्यूज वापस से ला रहा हूँ भाई. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इट इज. भाई लास्ट 5-6 स्ट्रीम्स में इट हैज बीन ब्रेकिंग न्यूज एज सून एज आई काइंड ऑफ क्रिएट द स्ट्रीम. लेकिन अगेन जो भी देख रहा है, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग बिकॉज आई नो इट्स अ क्रेजी डे. इतना सारा न्यूज हो रहा है, मैच भी चलने वाला है विच वी आर गोना फॉलो. बट ऑफ कोर्स इट्स अबाउट डेडलाइन डे ट्रांसफर्स, जो हमें काफी मस्ती आता है भाई इन टर्म्स ऑफ फॉलोइंग इट and just kind of covering it as much as possible. Again, जो भी देख रहा है, प्लीज लाइक द स्ट्रीम यार, थम्स अप बटन प्लीज दबा दीजिए और लेट्स शेयर द स्ट्रीम ऑन एनी प्लेटफॉर्म एज पॉसिबल. मैंने भी किया है ऑन ट्विटर एज वेल एज ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एज वेल एज ऑन माय कम्युनिटी पोस्ट. लेट्स लाइक दैट. बट यस, दिस इज द ब्रेकिंग न्यूज. भाई इट हैपेंड विद इन 25 seconds. Zakaria to Chelsea. ये क्या हुआ भाई, ये क्या हुआ मैन? आई वाज लाइक
You serious?
ये भाई आई नो दैट शाम से चल रहा है एक सरप्राइज ट्रांसफर और हम ट्राई कर रहे थे एडसन अल्वारेज के लिए. एडसन अल्वारेज नहीं है, चलो ठीक है, फेयर इनफ. देन इब्राहिम संगारे, उनके लिए भी हम ट्राई किए फ्रॉम पीएसवी, बट इवन ही डिडंट कम. बट देन व्हेन दैट वाज ऑफ, सम सरप्राइज न्यूज हम देख रहे थे, बीट चेल्सी और बारसा, और दिस वाज अ सरप्राइज न्यूज. और बार्सिलोना में भी शायद सरप्राइज मिल जाए, हु नोज. लेकिन अगेन पीपल, क्या लगता है भाई, इज इट अ पैनिक बाय? यस, इट्स अ लोन प्लस बाय ऑप्शन फ्रॉम व्हाट आई अंडरस्टैंड. अगेन किसी को एग्जैक्ट पता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ व्हाट इज द अमाउंट, अभी तक आई एम नॉट सीइंग, बट लेट मी शेयर द स्क्रीन विद यू बिकॉज यस, मैच तो शुरू होने ही वाला है 10 मिनट में, लेकिन उस पर आएंगे. लेकिन लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट यार, ट्रांसफर डेडलाइन डे आता है एक बार समर में, तो हम उस पर प्रायोरिटी रखेंगे आज के स्ट्रीम में वापस से. लेकिन ये देखिए भाई, फैब्रिcio शर्मा ने एक्चुअली डाला है वीडियो. दिस इज अ वीडियो वेयर मिस्टर Denis Zakaria गए हैं आफ्टर मेडिकल इंटूरिन एंड देन ये का कंफर्म, सिंपल एज दैट. इतना इजी भाई, बात करिए बस, हो गया 2 मिनट में. दैट इज व्हाट चेल्सी डू समटाइम्स. एंड यस, बाय द वे, यहाँ पर बारसा एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे एक सरप्राइज भी. इट्स नॉट नाबिल फकीर जो आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे, बट आप देखिए भाई, चालत चार. ओके, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी एन इंटरेस्टिंग. साउथहैम्पटन आर डूइंग सम गुड बिजनेस इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिफेंस, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. लेकिन भाई नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट yet again, Michy Batshuayi going to Nottingham Forest. Wow, man. Bhai, Michy Batshuayi is not a bad option for Nottingham Forest level. No disrespect. In my opinion, bhai, he is a good finisher and that's what matters. But this is the news. This is the news. So, aa gaya loan with 30 million pound buy option, not mandatory. Potential 5-year contract, Chelsea to cover 100% salary. So, looks like if he does well, Chelsea will go for him 30 million. Not much. Yes, आप बोलोगे यार, why did we let go Billy Gilmour जो चला गया, if I'm not wrong, he's gone to Brighton. लेकिन you can say Denis Zakaria is ज़्यादा physical है. He's a core DM. Yes, he can play in a middle two as well as a middle three. लेकिन he's a core DM in my opinion. और वहां पर हो सकता है we might just change the way that we play. और in terms of basically experience also, he's a 25-year-old Swiss international. काफी experience लाते हैं. Yes, थोड़ा injury prone है, I would not lie. तो नॉट आइडियल इन टर्म्स ऑफ द टाइमिंग. लेकिन भाई ऑप्शंस क्या थे, तो वही है ना. और जब आप बिली गिलमोर पर बिलीव नहीं कर रहे हो, यू हैव टू गो विद दैट. आप लोग क्या बोल रहे हो अबाउट दिस 30 million pound? इज इट अ बिट टू मच और यू फील इट्स फेयर इनफ डिस्पाइट हिज इंजरीज? और अगेन एमरिक ओबामियांग तो हमें पता ही है, ही हैज ऑलरेडी बीन डन. there's no two ways about it. Yes, they are not training with the squad as they're finalizing moves, and that is including Aubameyang. Memphis Depay are still training with Xavi's squad. So looks like Memphis Depay to Chelsea might not happen. आप लोग बोलिए, but this is the big deal. What about Denis Zakaria? क्या rate करोगे in terms of fitment? And again, people, please like, share and subscribe. Let's have more people. भाई आप अपने WhatsApp ग्रुप में भी शेयर कर सकते हो. मजा करेंगे भाई, काफी सारा न्यूज हमें कवर करना है end to end, along with of course a watch along. I'm sure, I'm not sure about Zakaria because he's injury prone. Fair enough. Trend to Barca next summer? No, I don't think so. And again, let's share and like the stream as well. Depay doubt लग रहा है फरहान, जैसे मैंने बोला है अभी, because the fact that इतना urgently जो किया ना, we didn't even wait for 2 more hours. Again, is it a Saul? Is it a panic buy like a Saul? Saul, my opinion, last में थे यार, loan signing. As much as he's a good player, I don't think it's that level. Zakaria, he does not start when everyone is fit. लेकिन maybe अगर हम change करें system, he starts. Yeah, Derin ने बोला था भाई, big up to Derin, absolutely much love bro. Good evening Anshul, कैसे हो? Nice to see you as always. Are we stupid to give Depay 1-year contract, man? Again, हो सकता है वी आर जस्ट डेस्परेट एंड नो वन एल्स इज अवेलेबल, मे बी वी वेंट फॉर राफेल लियाओ जो था न्यूज, एंड मे बी मिलान डोंट वांट टू सेल हिम, तो वी आर गोइंग फॉर शॉर्ट टर्म ओबामेयांग एंड डिपाय शॉर्ट टर्म साइनिंग, सिंपल एज दैट, और ये भी लोन विद बाय ऑप्शन है, तीनों ही वैसे हैं, बिकॉज जो हमें प्राइमरी टारगेट किया था हमने वो आ नहीं रहे, तो क्या कर सकते हैं, आप बोलिए, मे बी दैट इज द सोल रीजन. Zaha, I don't think he's ready to move Crystal Palace से. We needed DM, so you rate him to do the job. He's fast, but is he effective as a DM? Also heard he's injury prone. Yes, so he is not bad. Again, काफी लोग बोले मुझे, did he flop at Juventus or why did he flop at Juventus? पूछे मुझे ट्वीट में पूछे, मैं इतना बोल देता हूँ, he did not flop at Juventus. Simple, period. हाँ, he's not a Locatelli. He's not someone who gets in the box and gets you goals. वो नहीं है. But he's a defensive midfielder, someone who is a good tackler, who is a decent positioner, और उसका space is not bad. ठीक है. At the same time, injury prone hai. At the same time, he brings a lot of experience. Yes, I would not say in terms of quality, he is maybe, if you give me a chance, by Edson Alvarez is much better. Put it that way. Lekin Denis Zakaria, I think, is very very proven. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि is not proven etc. भाई मॉन्शन ग्लैडबैक में काफी अच्छा किया था उन्होंने, सबको याद होगा, and as well as basically Juventus at times. The reason why Juventus उन्हें sell की है, or rather let him go, in my opinion, again Juventus में there are 5 options इनको इंक्लूड करके, तो आई थिंक दे ऑलरेडी हैव लॉकेटेली, जैसे मैंने बोला, इन मिडफील्ड दे हैव अ मैकेनी जो वापस आ रहे यूएस इंटरनेशनल फ्रॉम एन लॉन्ग टर्म इंजरी, एंड ही इज डन डिसेंटली इन द फर्स्ट कपल ऑफ मैचेस. देन दे हैव अ राबियो भी है उनके प्लेयर, एंड राबियो समवन दैट हु कैन प्ले इन सेंट्रल मिडफील्ड, हु कैन प्ले वाइड, तो थोड़ा ज्यादा बेसिकली ऑप्शंस देता है आपको. And of course Paredes जो आ रहे हैं to Juventus, so there are 4 options already, so that is the reason why he was a surplus to requirement despite signing just last year. तो एक ही साल हुए हैं उन्हें. एनीवे, फीलिंग सॉरी फॉर यू, लुक सो टायर्ड. अरे नहीं यार, टायर्ड नहीं है, मैं एक्साइटमेंट के कारण बाल ऐसे कर लिया था भाई, कोई नहीं. लेकिन हाँ, आपको पता है भाई, बैक टू बैक स्ट्रीम्स हम कर रहे हैं, तो होपफुली भाई वी गेट द सपोर्ट. एवरीवन जो भी है भाई, प्लीज शेयर करिए, ज्यादा प्लेटफॉर्म हो सके. अगेन आई एम सेइंग, जब भी मैं स्ट्रीम में जाता हूँ ना लाइव, ऑटोमेटिकली एक ट्वीट चल जाता है. इफ यू कैन ऐड दैट लिंक टू दैट ट्वीट एंड रीट्वीट ब्रिलियंटली, और आप जस्ट जाइए, मेरा इंस्टाग्राम पोस्ट लाइक करिए, मेरा कम्युनिटी पोस्ट लाइक करिए ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी, एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी आर ऑन ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस ये वाला स्ट्रीम. लेकिन अगेन थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर जॉइनिंग. अगेन डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. डिपाई माइट लीव, आई गेस. ओके, चलो देखते हैं भाई. आई स्टिल फील यस वर्ल्ड कप ईयर है, बट याद रखिए ओबामेयांग चले गए तो डिपाई माइट एक्चुअली गेट सम गेम्स. एज मच एज आप बोलोगे कि फरहान टोरेस, ध्रुव गेट्स अ लॉट ऑफ एबिलिटी एज अ सेंटर फॉरवर्ड एज वेल, वो एक सेंटर फॉरवर्ड प्राइमरी नहीं है. तो आई वुड से डिपाई टू बार्सिलोना, स्टेइंग इन बार्सिलोना इज क्वाइट लाइकली, अनलेस जो इकार्डी टू बार्सिलोना थोड़ा सा न्यूज आ रहा है, आई डोंट बिलीव इन दैट, बट लेट्स सी, टाइम विल टेल. भाई डेडलाइन डे में बार्सिलोना हैव साइंड 2 प्लेयर्स, चेल्सी हैव साइंड 2 प्लेयर्स, क्या बोलोगे? फाइनली डीएम, बिल्कुल, डिपाई नॉट हैपनिंग, ही इज ट्रेनिंग विद बार्सा, एग्जैक्टली, क्रेजी मैच. ओ या, बाय द वे, ये भी क्रेजी मैच हुआ था, ये भी मैं देख रहा था. और यस, ऑफ कोर्स श्रीलंका वन, मैंने बताया था भाई श्रीलंका जीतेगी. बांग्लादेश अनफॉर्चुनेटली, कमिसरेशंस, but it was a very very close match, interesting match to the end. UAE is in a good team, even Kulusevski wasn't good there. It's more about Allegri tactics in my opinion, simply put. I think they have brilliant players. Anyway, he looks exact as Malangsar. Not really, but I hear you. अभी आपने बोला है तो, but people, 5 minutes to go for the kick-off. और yes, प्राइमरली ये स्ट्रीम हम कर रहे हैं डेडलाइन डे के लिए, लेकिन अलॉन्ग विद दैट मैच ही है, और मैच अच्छा मैच है भाई, तो वो मैच तो हम मिस नहीं करने वाले थे. तो लेट मी क्विकली शो यू द लाइनअप्स, और हम आएंगे डेफिनेटली टू मोर ट्रांसफर स्टोरीज अक्रॉस क्लब्स. बट व्हाट डू यू फील मैन, व्हाट डू यू फील एवरीवन इन द हाउस? Dalot starting again, and he did well in the recent matches. I think, in fact, by McTominay with Eriksen starting. What happened यार? What happened to Casemiro? मैं दिखाने वाला हूँ आप लोग को. I want kind of, but again, यार thumbs up बटन दबा दीजिए यार, please. We'll have more people, we'll have more fun. तो ये देखिए यार, everyone, let's see. लेस्टर, मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. अब देखिए लेस्टर के लिए टीलेमंस इज स्टार्टिंग, एंड दैट्स बिग न्यूज. एज अ लेस्टर फैन, यू विल बी प्रोबब्ली हैप्पी किया, यू नो, लेटिंग हिम गो. दैट्स गुड न्यूज फॉर यू. यस, मैं चाह रहा था टीलेमंस को, आई वोंट लाई, लेकिन अगेन हम लिंक नहीं हुए थे, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. और मैडिसन इज बैक, दैट इज द मेन स्टोरी फॉर देम. ये मेरे ख्याल से फॉर्मेशन ये नहीं होगा मैडिसन द राइट हैंड साइड में, मुझे नहीं लगता. मुझे लगता है ना, डूसबरी हॉल विल ड्रॉप बैक, इट विल बी अ 4-2-3-1. That's what that will be for Leicester. लेकिन आप लोग बोलिए the predictions. Soumare playing center half. Wow man, Fofana gone, Soumare playing center half. दे हैव इंजरीज एज वेल, बोलना पड़ेगा, लेकिन फिर भी यार सोमारे प्लेइंग सेंटर हाफ इज नॉट व्हाट आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग भाई, स्पेशली जब सयोंचू बेंच पर है. वाओ, दैट्स इंटरेस्टिंग. इट्स नॉट इवन अमाटे, राइट? अमाटे किधर है? अमाटे अमाटे बेंच पर नहीं है. काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेंज, मे बी इज इंजर्ड. लेकिन रैशफोर्ड स्टार्टिंग एंड नो रोनाल्डो स्टार्टिंग, एलांगा स्टार्टिंग अगेन. क्या बोलोगे? Do you read something in that? मतलब is there a chance that Ronaldo is moving for real, or is there a chance कि Ronaldo का club career is going to end very soon? मतलब I don't think so. It should. I still feel he's got that. हाँ, maybe for 90 minutes Manchester United have done well recent 2 games में, तो इसलिए वो कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं. बट अगेन कैसेमीरो ऑल्सो नॉट स्टार्टिंग, मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा सरप्राइज है, बहुत ही बड़ा सरप्राइज है. हाँ, मे बी दे आर स्टिल ट्रेनिंग विद द टीम, एक होता है ना केमिस्ट्री बन जाए. लेकिन स्कोर कार्ड बताइए क्या होने वाला है. स्कोर कार्ड बोल रहा हूँ भैया, कोई सरप्राइज साइनिंग नहीं होगी, है तो बारसा फैन बोल रहा हूँ. ओके, इंटरेस्टिंग दैट. यार आई फील दैट एग्जिट्स तो अभी भी हो सकते हैं ना. नहीं, 1-2 एग्जिट. आई थिंक एवरीवन इज एग्जिटेड. क्या नहीं? आई थिंक ब्रैथवेट चले गए. ब्रैथवेट चले गए इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग टू एस्पेनियोल. ओके, एनडीडी विल प्ले एज अ सेंटर बैक, बोल रहे डेरिन. सुमारे भी खेले in France. He used to play, but sometimes. But again, very fast. One football says he's a team. Yeah. As in more than one football. यार आई टेस्ट इज द बेस्ट टेस्ट मेरे लिए. बिग अप टू वन फुटबॉल, एब्सोल्युटली. लेकिन वही है यार, सेरिया देखते ही अपन यार. तो जकारिया इज डेफिनेटली गुड. इनफैक्ट मैं तो बोलता हूँ प्रॉब्लम इज इंजरी प्रोन है. हाँ, अगेन ही इज नॉट योर प्लेयर हु वुड काइंड ऑफ गेट दोस लॉन्ग शॉट्स एंड गेट यू द गोल्स. डोंट एक्सपेक्ट दैट. ही इज अ डीएम, ठीक है. And yes, after Matic and Mikel, maybe we are playing a proper DM after a long time. Lekin let's see if he uses them as a single pivot. मेरे ख्याल से अभी भी knowing Tuchel, he may continue with the double pivot in my opinion. Currently 80k people watching Romero stream on Twitch. Wow, भाई 80k से ला दो भाई अरित्रा, आप उठा के 8k 8k ला दो ही. आप I know you have it magic bro, come on अरित्रा, much love. भैया विनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन को ही लेके चल रहा है शायद टेन हाग. फेयर इनफ. Okay, Alimony has planned something incredibly big in. भाई Aritra, again much love to all Barca fans. Aritra, आप तो agree भी करते भाई. ये to be very honest, he is a good reporter. Gerard Romero, he gets things into and almost right. ठीक है, जो Fabrizio Romano, Gerard Romero और डी मार्जियो और ऑनस्टीन, इन चारों को मैंने डालना है उस लीग में. लेकिन जेरार्ड रोमेरो इतना ड्रामा क्यों करते हैं? मतलब आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग यार, इतना जरूरत नहीं है ना ड्रामा की. लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट. लेकिन अगेन व्यूअरशिप है यार, पीपल गेट वही यार, क्लिकबेट होता है. क्या बोल सकते हैं हम. व्हाट यू एट फॉर फूड भाई, मैं साइड बाय साइड रखा हूँ थोड़ा सा, तो बीच बीच में ले सकता हूँ. बट हाँ, डेफिनेटली सिंपल अपना तो दाल चावल चलता है यार. वो गाड़ी चलती है उससे अभी के लिए. लेकिन डेफिनेटली यस भैया, आउटगोइंग ही हो चुका है सब. बस डिपाई का चांस है. यस, डिपाई का चांस है. बट अगे भी संजीव आप बोलिए. आई डोंट नो आप थे क्या ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी. वी डिड द स्ट्रीम एज वेल अर्लियर टुडे. लेकिन आप लोग बोलिए, बट आरंट यू सरप्राइज्ड दैट द फैक्ट दैट डेस्ट हैज लेफ्ट और यस बेलेरिन इज कम. लेकिन मुझे लग रहा था एक और बेसिकली होगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ राइट बैक उनका नीड. आई डोंट नो आप लोग क्या बोलोगे, थोड़ा क्रिंज है. बिल्कुल. बट अगेन रोनाल्डो को दिखा रहे, कैसेमीरो को दिखा रहे भाई. ऐसे क्या दिखा रहे कि क्या ही हो गया भाई, मातम जैसे क्यों बन गया यार मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड वाले मैच में. कम ऑन. एंड यस एवरीवन, कम ऑन, प्रेडिक्शन, स्कोर प्रेडिक्शंस हो जाए चैट में. किक ऑफ होने वाला है. आई वुड से मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्गर बेंच. तो आई एम गोइंग विद मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड टू निक इट. एक्चुअली नहीं, स्कोर ड्रॉ जाते, चलो 2-2 जाते. 2-2. लेस्टर इज डेस्परेट टू फॉर अ पॉइंट एज वेल. तो 2-2 जा रहा हूं मैं. इट्स अ मिड वीक नाइट गेम, तो गोल्स तो होंगे, मिस्टेक्स तो होंगे. क्या बोलते हो पीपल? एंड यस, हाइप बहुत ज्यादा क्रिएट करता है रोमेरो सोशल मीडिया के वर्ल्ड में. द सेम पीपल हु मेड हिम गॉड कैन पुल हिम डाउन टू ग्राउंड इफ हिज हाइप डज नॉट गेट रियल. या दैट्स आल्सो पॉइंट. तो मतलब यू हैव टू गिव हिम क्रेडिट एट द सेम टाइम. Barca will be filling a blockbuster move at the end of the transfer window. Wow. By Divyanshu is definitely with Romero in that. लेकिन in my opinion again, Barca अभी किसको लाएगी यार? मतलब I really doubt it. I really doubt it. लेकिन let me know दिव्यांशु, आप किसको लाने की सोच रहे हो? Depay head has been turned by Chelsea offer. मतलब अभी भी ट्रेनिंग के लिए है, तो I would not say as much as एडसन अल्वारेज का हुआ था भाई. लेकिन एडसन अल्वारेज बेचारे यार, ही वांटेड टू कम टू चेल्सी बट कुडंट कम. बट अगेन जकारिया इज नॉट बैड, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट. एडसन अल्वारेज आई वुड प्रेफर्ड, मैं झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा. लेकिन 30 million फॉर जकारिया, 25-year-old स्विस इंटरनेशनल हु बेसिकली स्टार्टेड द यूरोस फॉर स्विट्जरलैंड टीम, जो काफी अंडररेटेड टीम है. आई वुड से इट्स नॉट बैड एट ऑल. और अगेन वी हैव डन दैट इन द पास्ट. देखते हैं वेदर डेडलाइन साइनिंग विल मूव टू बी फ्रूटफुल और नॉट. यूनाइटेड 2-1, आदित्य बोल रहे हैं 2-1 टू मैनचेस्टर. चलो मैं 2-2 गया हूं. आई एम सीइंग मिस्टेक्स इन दिस गेम बिकॉज ऑफ भाई सेंटर हाफ जो है लेस्टर का, दे डोंट हैव अ पार्टनरशिप गोइंग एज वेल एज यूनाइटेड का तो खैर है ही बहुत दिनों से, मतलब डिस्पाइट रीसेंट परफॉर्मेंसेस। अरे नाइस टच बाय रैशफोर्ड यार, नाइस टच था ये। 30 मिलियन नहीं है, इट्स अ लोन डील विद ऑप्शन टू बाई। हाँ मैं आई थिंक सीएफसी ब्लूज, आई सेड दैट ओनली भाई। सीएफसी ब्लूज आई लव यू ब्रो, बट आप इतना मुझ में नुक्स निकालते हो ना, मतलब आई हैव टू से दिस ब्रो, कम ऑन। आई हैव, अगर आपने सुना है तो क्लियरली मैंने स्क्रीन शेयर किया है, मैंने बोला है लोन विद ऑप्शन टू बाई। एवरी टाइम मैंने से 30 मिलियन आप चाहते हो मैं रिपीट करूँ क्या? ऑप्शन टू बाई, ऑप्शन टू बाई, मतलब कम ऑन मैन, कम ऑन, इतना इतना नहीं चलेगा, इतना नुक्स आप हर कंटेंट क्रिएटर का इतना निकालते हो क्या? मतलब मच लव ब्रो, आई लव यू, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं आप ना हर बार नुक्स निकालेंगे एंड प्रूविंग एवरीवन दैट आई एम रॉन्ग यार, कम ऑन, लेट्स नॉट डू दैट यार, आई लव यू ऑल। But again, I know that might be offensive to you, but some things are offensive to me, तो मैं तो बोलूंगा यार, मैं ऐसे ही हूँ। रॉड्री, राइस, हकीमी, हाँ हकीमी, रियली नहीं यार, रॉड्री राइस, अच्छा, it is simply a pun, simply, no problem. Again, you joined the stream late, bro, so I think you didn't probably check what I said. Anyway, much love again. I have said the share the screen and already repeated thrice, and I was excited, but again, नुक्स निकालने में, you know, people are very very early, which is obviously okay as a content creator. I have to accept that, right? Anyway, रोमेरो हाइप क्रिएट करता है, लेकिन वो इतना ही पागल नहीं है कि ही विल क्रिएट सच हाइप फॉर नो रीजन। एग्जैक्टली, इसलिए मैंने बोला ना दिव्यांशु, अगेन जस्ट कमिंग बैक टू सेम थिंग, मैंने ये भी बोला है, एज मच एज वो हाइप क्रिएट करता है सोशल मीडिया के लिए, बेसिकली वो क्रिएट करता है, ज्यादा ड्रामा करता है, एट द सेम टाइम ही गेट्स थिंग्स राइट, so you have to respect him. Absolutely 100%, he's not just doing only for reputation, it kind of works, but लेकिन वो भी करता है। what I say is like, is there a necessity for doing that? हाँ, maybe it provides a little bit of entertainment, लेकिन again just my opinion as a viewer and as a football follower for 25 years, yeah, simple as that. I mean, it can be different for you, it's absolutely fine. We can always agree to disagree. That's what it is, it's a fan channel for all to see. Messi मजाक कर रहा था I think संजीव। anyway, यहाँ पर Memphis Depay looking for a team. His departure is very essential to complete the surprise signing. ये देखते हैं रेलेवो भी सरप्राइज साइनिंग, भाई कौन हो सकता है भाई? आई डोंट नो, मतलब इट इज सम रहस्य रह जाएगा। Glazers daughters, oh my god, that's why he always starts with Casemiro. I'm very surprised, I must say, bhai, as much as wo maybe he has just been in a couple of training sections with United, that's what you can say. Lekin I think Casemiro is a class player to actually start. Simple as that. And you don't pay 70 million for what at his age to kind of be on the bench. Especially Ronaldo bhi bench mein. That is very surprising. Nahi yaar, nahi hone wala. Mudit, much love. How are you? Okay. नहीं, नो प्रॉब्लम, नो प्रॉब्लम, आई न्यू इट, आई ऑलरेडी सेड इट 3 टाइम्स, वही एवरी टाइम ऑप्शन टू बाय नहीं बोल सकता ना, दैट्स द होल पॉइंट आई एम सेइंग, एंड आई होप दैट देयर इज अ बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट दैट वी एज कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स गिव टू द ऑडियंस। आई एम श्योर द ऑडियंस at sometimes, you know, gives it to back to the content creator, that's all मैं बोल सकता हूँ। again, there's no rule, I'm just putting it out there, my point of view. अंकित भैया, रॉड्री might replace बुस्केट्स, नहीं यार, कहाँ करेगा? नहीं यार, कैसे, मतलब अगेन विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू बार्सिलोना मैन सिटी आर अ डिफरेंट एनिमल मैन आज के दिन में, मतलब वो जो बेवकूफ होगा और मैन सिटी छोड़कर जाएगा, सिंपल एज दैट, नहीं छोड़ेगा। लेकिन मैच में क्या हो रहा है भाई? मैच में देखिए, मतलब एंड टू एंड हो रहा है थोड़ा गेम। कैसेमिरो वाचिंग द बेंच एंड हिज माइंड, व्हाई द शिट स्टार्ट ओवर मी, व्हाई oh man, nice one. Keep an eye on Memphis Depay. It's not over yet. There are talks with the camp working on. यार CFC Blues and all the Chelsea fans, मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, in case Memphis Depay आते हैं Chelsea में, that automatically doesn't it mean that surely either Ziyech or Pulisic is out? I know Ziyech का sudden से rumors बंद हो गए from this afternoon after Tottenham, लेकिन what about that? Surely they might be going on loan somewhere. Or can that surprise signing be Barcelona itself? Maybe it's basically Pulisic or Ziyech going to Barcelona. I'm just putting it out there. Just, you know, ek bol raha hu. Chalo. The next 3 hours will be the most important and historic for us. Oh, man. Wow. That is saying something. Yeah, Divyansh is right. Bhai, काफी strong statement है वो, तो we have to keep an eye. And that is why the deadline day makes it. By last season में याद है आपको, last hour में हुआ था भाई, Saul from La Liga to Chelsea. Come on, from Atletico Madrid. So you never know. I know it was a loan, but it does happen. What does Aubameyang? Arey, we have my friend Fateh, I messaged you. I don't know if you're free, but if you can, come on, bro. We'll probably have a chat quickly, even if for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. What does Aubameyang and Depay arriving at Chelsea mean for the future of Pulisic? Exactly. वही है मेरे ख्याल से Pulisic already is not feeling that part, a confidence, or I have to blame Tuchel थोड़ा सा that he's not been playing Pulisic at the right position. हाँ, Pulisic also has to apply himself better, being a captain of the national team that he is. लेकिन come on, भाई, if अगर Aubameyang and Depay come, that means that it might actually mean that Pulisic, Broja or Ziyech एक 100% निकलने हैं, because I don't see all of them staying happily. Simple as that. Ankit, I have to take a leave because tomorrow I have to. अरे no problem यार Darren, much love again. Do like, share, subscribe, and again Darren, shout out है आपको, and thanks for the super chat on Almighty Blues FC as well as basically the membership. Always shout out to all the members, but of course everyone watching as well late in the night for me. लेकिन again people, भाई सब लोग ये बताइए अभी यार क्या होने वाला है, अभी भी कितने घंटे बाकी है, अभी कितना बजा है? I think if I'm not wrong, it's 8 p.m. in UK right now, 8:05 to be technically right, and 8-7 बोलते थे इससे पहले सब्सक्राइबर्स चल नहीं 8-7 हुआ यार यूके में, तो अभी 8-7 हुआ है और दे हैव अनदर 2 hours 53 minutes लेफ्ट. तो क्या हो सकता है 2 hours 53 minutes में, देखते हैं. लॉट ऑफ न्यूज आएगा यार अभी तो. ओ ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस विद द चांस यार, थोड़ा लेफ्ट साइड में लेकिन वेल ब्लॉक्ड. लेकिन अगेन पीपल डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, शेयर, सब्सक्राइब. विल हैव मोर पीपल, मस्ती करेंगे थोड़ा और वील कवर ऑल द न्यूज जो भी मिस किया, स्पेशली शाम वाला स्ट्रीम. एंड ऑफ कोर्स अ लॉट हैज हैपेंड बिटवीन this evening and night. Smash the likes, absolutely much. Okay, 4 more hours है, 4 more hours. I think 11 p.m. UK बोला था किसी ने. 11 p.m. UK तो is basically what? Okay, it's 3:30. तो basically 3 more hours है. Fabricio doing 12-hour stream on Twitch. Oh, okay, great, yeah. Fabricio, man, hats off to him as well as Gerard Romero. Smash the likes, Madara United again. Thanks a lot. तो यहाँ पर मैं भाई एज यूजुअल ऑन ट्रांसफर डेडलाइन डे रिफ्रेशिंग. बाय द वे आई हैव टू शेयर अगेन या ट्रांसफर डेडलाइन डे मैं लिटरली यू नो बीट स्कूल बंक करके या ऑफिस बंक करके मैं देखता था हर एक मिनट भाई. ट्यून इन विद वीपीएन इनटू बीटी स्पोर्ट्स और बेसिकली स्काई स्पोर्ट्स, क्योंकि इंडिया में ट्रांसफर डेडलाइन डे इज नॉट कवर्ड और इसलिए हम यूट्यूब में कर रहे हैं बिकॉज दिस हैज बीन अ ड्रीम. सो अगेन थैंक्स फॉर यू ऑल फॉर बीइंग एबल टू सपोर्ट, बट इट्स ओनली द बिगिनिंग. वी हैव टू डू मेनी मोर डेडलाइन डेज. तो अभी तो यार बिगिनिंग है, लेकिन अगेन ओके वो ये कीप एन आई ऑन वाला मैं शेयर भी कर देता हूँ. दिस इज एक्चुअली फॉर रियल. फेब्रिशियो ने किया ट्वीट, सो लेट मी जस्ट शेयर फेब्रिशियोस ट्वीट एवरीवन. भाई क्या लगता है, रेट कर लेते हैं भाई. डिपाय विल ही मूव और नॉट, ऑलमाइटी माइटी सो वीक या वेरी वीक, विल ही मूव? उसका बोलिए क्या जवाब है. Let me know that. Okay, I have a fellow Chelsea fan in the panel. Okay, Mohammed, bro, are you there? If you can just switch on your camera, bro, for a minute while you're on backstage, just to be sure that it's you, 100%. Because of what happened in the past. Again, I don't want to kind of take that risk. So, Mohammed, big up, bro. If you're able to hear me, please switch on your camera for a minute in the backstage, and then I'll put you on. If that makes sense. Okay, perfect, great, perfect. So I'll put on Mohammed now, people. Hey bro, what's up?
Hi.
Long time. How are you?
Hi, I hope you guys can clearly hear me and there's no interruption in the audio.
Absolutely fine. It's perfect. For me, it's
Sorry
perfect.
about my camera. For some reason,
excited for the deadline day transfers. You've already made 2. Is this the third one?
I'm not gonna lie. I just flew. I was on a flight and now just rushed back home. And
so let me
join the
update
stream
you
to discuss it. So I'll be more than
Sure.
Yeah, I was just opening up Twitter and Fabrizio Romano.
It's crazy, bro. Let me tell you, it's been a crazy day already, as always at Chelsea. Oh man, by the way, Manchester almost scored. So here, what's happened is Chelsea has not only signed Aubameyang, which is a here we go. It's officially going to be confirmed in a couple of hours, I'm pretty sure. But Aubameyang is coming on a 14 million euros deal. Plus, we are
that I saw.
Yeah. Correct, and that's one. And then obviously we were going in for Edson Alvarez from Ajax. Ajax said no way he's going, despite them signing a new DM today. So he's not coming. Then we had Ibrahim Sangare, the next target from PSV. Even they said no. And then now we have obviously the big news is that on loan with an option to buy is basically Denis Zakaria. And I don't know if you remember, Mohammed, was it on your channel that me, you, and I think it was Nishal, and I think a couple more. We guys are actually discussing about Denis Zakaria being a target last summer as well. Remember that?
No, I think I remember that, and then I also remember discussing him against. Was it against Juventus we played last year? Was it not against Juventus? We were
It was
discussing that as
against
well.
Juventus
So
we played,
he
exactly.
he is someone we had our eyes on, but we never really persuaded. We never really went for. I think he was one of the targets that we wanted for a while, but there was no kind of real interest, or I think maybe it fell through with the fact that we had so many midfielders, and now that we're having issues, I think Chelsea's reignited that interest. So which is nice to see. I'm just reading through Fabrizio Romano's tweets. Sangare is off as well. So yeah, I mean, last night I discussed this with Akash, and we were talking about Sangare as well as can't remember exactly who the other midfielder was at the same
Yeah, it
time.
should be
But
Edson Alvarez probably, because he was the link.
Alvarez. So those two are the two that we were talking about, and I think both the deals are off now that I'm reading. So
Right.
I was excited to see either one of them come, even though I haven't seen much of both of them. But because they were 24, they were young, and they both played at a number 6 position, it was something that I thought was interesting, and it may be last minute, but I guess we need it anyways. So there's not much of an option for us to sit
Yeah,
around and
it's
maybe.
more of that, right? Because as in,
Yeah.
again, for people जिनको context नहीं मालूम है ना, उनके लिए मैं बता रहा हूँ यार, ये देखिए, again, yes, we are having a lot of midfielders. I'll try and put up the number of players that we have. And by the way, another breaking news is Nottingham Forest going for the 21st player is Michy Batshuayi. Michy Batshuayi is heading to Nottingham Forest, which is, again, I know that he's a good finisher for them. It's not a bad deal for me, but the big deal is, like, I think Billy Gilmour going to Brighton. So that's a little bit
I've just
surprising.
read that. मैंने भी यही पढ़ा. I'm like, what?
उस पर क्या लगता है? मतलब, is it something that we should have given him more time for sure, right?
9 million. That's it.
It's crazy,
Wow.
right? As in, it's robbery.
9 million is no. Wow. I'm very shocked at that one, because we don't have midfielders, and we're making moves like this, and then Ampadu as well. Okay, loan. I'm not as bothered. Chalo, it's just one season. But Billy Gilmour, 9 million to Brighton will be doesn't make any sense to me. And he's someone we didn't give enough opportunities to. I mean, obviously Kante has been brilliant. There's no ways of saying rotation 80 whatever. But Kante has been brilliant in that position, and now not seeing Billy Gilmour get a chance at Chelsea really does annoy me. And what annoys me even more is that 5 years down the line, when he performs insanely well for Brighton, we'll probably buy him back triple the price, double the price, and we'll end up regretting it, because he'll have one or two of those performances which we'll say, oh, he's not Chelsea level anymore or whatever. So
yeah, I know that. I know exactly. That's what it's a Chelsea thing, right? Very much. But I think pretty much sure that Tuchel is like, no, I don't want Billy Gilmour. It's simple as that. And it's basically the deadline day, and we had too many people. Rather than just keeping him, rotting in the reserves or with the under 21s, we rather have him, as in go somewhere else and play. And probably Brighton did not agree on the loan. Rather, we couldn't send him on a loan because Levi Colwill is already there on loan. So probably that was a thing. But I'm assuming there is a buyback, right? If you can confirm, is there a buyback clause?
From what I've read so far, I don't think it is. I don't think there is a buyback.
अरे भाई ये क्या हो गया यार, ये तो गड़बड़ है फिर.
चलो
फिर we have Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek. I would count Gallagher in that league. Mason Mount also. मतलब considering that we have finally got a
no
DM.
defensive midfielders. No, we don't have defensive midfielders. No.
And Zakaria is probably the first.
Zakaria, yeah. If we get that deal through, then maybe we can get it working.
Yeah, you know what? So, what is your gut? Like, considering Zakaria now, it's pretty much sure it's happening. But if he comes through, like, are we going to play a 3 in midfield, or do you think no? It's going to basically be the same thing with double pivot. What's your gut feel about that? Because the performances have been shit, man.
For me, after that Southampton performance, I think what I'm getting from Tuchel is he's being a bit stubborn, and I say that because after Leeds, there were some excuses made that I wasn't very happy with. The bus situation, which was put out to the media, as well as a few other things which was said, and then there was a bit of a hint from Tuchel saying, oh, we've played, this is our second game in 3 days, so give us a rest kind of situation. Though, for me, that's not acceptable, I think.
Exactly. Yes, and we have a big enough squad that we just saw, right? Come on, as in, despite the injuries and suspensions.
Yeah, I mean, we can't, we didn't Tuchel, I don't know what I can't remember, but 3 years ago, I think FIFA announced the World Cup's going to be in November, December. Conte came in,
we always knew that.
Quite a while ago. He's had a few transfer windows, and he's had a full transfer window this season as well. Chelsea was sold before transfer window opened, so we had the opportunity to sell and buy players right off the bat. Okay, we might have not had the chance to speak to players in March or April, but after that we had the complete right to talk to players. And for me, what's disappointing is if Tuchel says, the intensity of the games is not something we can match, then I'll be very disappointed because this is a World Cup year. Games are going to come thick and fast. September mein 5 hai in 4 weeks, and then October gets even busier and November gets even busier
Champions
now.
League and all those things.
Yeah,
with the,
until the World Cup. And then with that being said, you have to prepare. What you have to prepare for as well as the injuries that are going to come in the World Cup. You never know who can get injured, who's going to be fatigued, because that World Cup is going to be quite compact as well. It's, I think, 40 days, the whole World Cup.
As in obviously. But Mohammed, as in just shifting the focus from Chelsea, you know what? We have a couple of Barca fans in the house as well as Manchester United fans since the watch along as well. Don't you think like Barcelona, as in the way that they have gone about their business in the end, that they've taken Alonso and maybe Bellerin as the fullbacks options, have probably arguably have the best business if you actually think about it. Whether I don't know.
The way I look at it is, I think Barcelona or Chelsea ne decide कि यार अपने books clear करने एक दूसरे को player बेचते रहो. That's what's happening. We're getting Aubameyang. They're getting Alonso at one point. They were getting Azpilicueta, Christensen left for Barcelona.
I think Alonso, Christensen, and Aubameyang, and maybe Depay now. Who knows?
Yeah, so I think ये लोग अपने books clear कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे के साथ बस बैठ के दोनों अपने सारे figures सही कर रहे हैं. So for me, I think Barcelona. I'm confident in saying Alonso was part of their plans for a long time, because Alonso, right at the start of the window, they had
already agreed in April, I believe.
Yeah, so that was something that I can see Barcelona having well planned and everything. And I think Bellerin comes after that rejection from Chelsea for Azpilicueta, or that contract extension from Azpilicueta. Right. I think originally they thought, Azpilicueta's time at Chelsea's up, but Chelsea knew because they've lost Rudiger and Christensen, they can't afford another senior player to leave. And which was an amazing call, and I always thought, why aren't we giving him the contract that he deserves and keep him at Chelsea, because we don't want to walk into a season with less defenders. But I think Bellerin is something that they're going last minute, so I don't know what they think of that and what they're going to use in that situation. But Alonso, I think Alonso, it's someone who they've wanted for a while, so I think Barca fans will be happy with that. And Bellerin as well, he's going to be a good signing, no doubt with that. It'll be a lookout, but not sure if they're going to be as good as taking Barcelona very to the next level in Champions League, maybe, let's say.
Yeah, again, he's not a starter, so I was just talking to the Barca fans as well, right? As in, what I understand is basically, it's going to be either or. Definitely, they're not going to start both Bellerin, Alonso, or maybe, say a Balde, or they have, I think, Jordi Alba as left back. So it's going to be basically one, and the other wing, they're probably going to be playing Dembele or Rafinha. So that's going to happen, and then they're going to basically, kind of shift based on horses for courses. But again, Fateh in the chat is saying, the Alba to Inter was fake news, but can Alonso bench a Barca veteran like Alba? I think, in my opinion, Fateh, much respect to you, bro. You know it. Like, when it comes to a wing back system, I think Alonso is not given the credit in terms of going forward. Yes, as in defending, he's probably one of the worst. But in terms of going forward, I think I would argue that he's one of the best in terms of left wing backs. So there, and the height factor that he gives to Barca, which probably they lack, on the other wing. So that is where I think Alonso will be useful for an outlet for the goalkeeper. Remember, that is something Mendy used to use him very well for at times. But here, I know that Barca are expecting a surprise signing. Messi, please.
Sorry, but I just wanted to add on to that comment that was made about the Alaba. I think this is a similar situation to the one at Chelsea, and I say this because we've got Cucurella, who we've got this season, and then we've got Ben Chilwell, and there's a lot of Chelsea fans who think, Chilwell was doing amazing. Why have we gone for Cucurella? And now why is Cucurella playing but not Chelsea? For me, the thing is, when you've got 60 odd games a season, you have to rotate your squad. You have to rotate the squad. So you can't expect someone like Alaba at his age to play every single game of the season. And that's when Alonso's going to come in. And Alonso's going to maybe come in for those attacking options. The games you're a goal behind and you don't necessarily need to defend because you're going after the 3 points. So Alonso, as Ankit mentioned, rightly so, Alonso is more attacking of a wing back than Alba, and I think that's something they wanted in a backup for Alba, and it's the perfect option for them to rotate. And with the price that he is, it's a perfect move for Barcelona considering their financial situation, because we have to understand Barcelona, as much as they're rebuilding, they have to rebuild with a lot of thought, because they know there's FPP rules as well as the financial situations themselves. They know, because that's why I think
By the way, breaking news, bro. Breaking news is that Aubameyang, it's happening. Yes, something is happening. इतना देर से हम सुन रहे हैं भाई from Barca sources. Finally, it's in Chelsea's favor. Looks like again
Okay.
मैं बोलूंगा भाई nothing against Barca, but I have to say that when it comes to Barca deals, until वो हुआ ना dotted line में, जब तक signature नहीं हुआ ना तब तक बोल नहीं सकते. That's the only thing I would say.
बारसा के साथ तब तक नहीं बोल सकते जब तक प्लेयर खेलने लगे. वो पता लगे साइन करके फिर चलेगा.
गोल होने वाला है मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का, by the way. People, I think it's a goal. Definitely it's a goal. Yes, it's Sancho, man. मेरे FPL में नहीं है भाई. FPL खेल रहे हो? Mohammed?
यार, I think Haaland has carried me this weekend. यार, I think.
Oh, lucky man. I couldn't. You know what? I've not got him in. Can you believe that?
अच्छा, I got him in like an hour before the Chelsea kickoff. So an hour before the Chelsea kickoff, I came back from work. I was sleeping and I woke up and I was like, FPL got a reminder. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. I lost 4 points because I did 2 transfers, but I was like, yeah, Haaland, if I can get him and get him a captain.
Oh man, pathetic defending, by the way. Are you watching the game, by the way?
I'm switching it on, so I've got multiple things going on. I'm trying to.
Yeah, no problem. You know what? As in, so Leicester are not playing with the first choice back four, right? As in, they, for some reason, strangest reason, Soyuncu is not starting at in defense. Of course,
I think it could be because last week they had the the audio's very good. I think it could be because last week they had the 4th round or the Carabao Cup round.
Oh, yeah, they played Stockport County.
So,
but still,
so they've been playing midweek games for a while. Oh, okay.
But
so my
still, man, it's crazy. Considering that they're bottom of the table, I feel that they should have played Soyuncu, man. Come on. You've got to play. I know Sangare was a big money signing for them last season. He was supposed to be the next big thing, but he's really a CDM. He's not a centre back. And it's very surprising that, he's there, as well as NDD has not been that player that he was 2 years ago. So for me, it's pretty much sure that, Leicester, man, as in Tielemans is playing today. I know that he was linked, but seriously, man, this Leicester team, relegation candidates proper, right?
Yeah, 100% for me. Like the way they've started this season, they're not looking very comfortable. And I think Brendan Rodgers knows that as well, because there have been, right before the Chelsea game, there were reports that he got sacked, but it wasn't true. So,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised in the next coming few weeks, there's a second sacking of the Premier League season. The first one was quite surprising for me. Scott Parker, I thought he did a brilliant job at Brentford.
Oh, that was a shocker. Bilkul shock tha,
yeah, I think what he's, you can't. Yeah, yes, 9-0 you lose, but then at the end of the day, it's against one of the best teams in Europe, and you don't just give up on what you've built over the last few years just for that one game.
Right, bilkul. And again, people, Danish is a Manchester United fan in the chat. Bhai, congratulations, Sancho again. Danish, आपके FPL टीम में थे कि नहीं बता दो. मेरे तो नहीं थे भाई. मैंने Rashford के साथ रखा था अपना faith, लेकिन I don't think he's going to do week in week out. I have to change that. But Manchester United have started pretty decently. But again, मैं तो वही बोलता हूँ, Leicester की गलती थी इसमें. But coming back to the transfers, not just Pierre, Emerick, Aubameyang. I think यहाँ पर contracts been prepared. Okay, ये तो हो गया था Hector Bellerin वाला.
I think there's a video that's just come up, and that's Aubameyang arriving at Chelsea. If you look at Simon Phillips, he's tweeted that one. If you can.
Okay, so I'll just pull it up. Great. लेकिन उससे पहले मुझे पूछना था मोहम्मद, and again people in the chat as well. भाई, Memphis Depay to Chelsea. मतलब where do you see the fitment? Is he a Timo Werner replacement? Simply put.
Yeah, to be honest with you, mere last few transfer windows have been very hyped with every forwards signing we've made. Striker, winger, attacking midfielder. I've been very excited. But this season, specifically, even with Aubameyang, not just because of his antics off the pitch at Arsenal, but also because of our history with strikers and forwards, I am taking every forward signing we made with a pinch of salt, saying, yeah, this could go south very soon. Because Werner nahi chal raha hai, Havertz nahi chala, Ziyech koi khas nahi tha, Pulisic bhi abhi tak koi, it's not been incredible. Werner, I think I've already mentioned him, but Morata, if you want to go back to those days, but there's not been a solid forward signing for Chelsea for a long time. So for me, very happy that Aubameyang is coming in, and the fact that we're linked with Memphis Depay. But at the end,
Depay.
when they come and they play the games, then I'll kind of look at it and go, okay, and make my
See,
decision.
people,
Whether
Aubameyang is very much there, very much आगे है. And again, मैं वही keep an eye on Memphis Depay. Is not over yet. There are talks with this camp working on potential last minute solution. It could be part of domino for Barcelona to sign new player. So वो new player again, it has been said that basically it could be basically Icardi. I don't know if it's true. लेकिन आप लोग बोले again, Barca fans in the house especially. What do you want to see? Depay, man, again, being a Dutch national team supporter as well to some extent, but I would say that Depay is not as bad as what he's made out to be. I don't know, for whatever reason. Yes, he did not work. He's not a great finisher, but technically लास्ट सीजन यार सबसे ज्यादा गोल्स थे डिपाई के पूरा सीजन देखे तो एज अ बार्सा फॉरवर्ड. सो आई डोंट थिंक इट्स as bad as well. But again, yes, absolutely. It depends on the guests. I've asked them and I've not got a response. Again, I would love to do it like now, but it depends on them. I've asked them and I'm waiting for a response. Hopefully we get it soon,
I
Rahul.
think I just want to add on, if it sounds like I'm trying to hate on Depay for what he's capable of doing, not at all. He's an incredible player, incredible footballer, and as I said, I'll be more than happy to have him at Chelsea if it means that Tuchel's happy with him. But it's just that because of the history that we have, I'm a bit skeptical of our signings, and I'll wait and see how it goes, rather than hyping up the way that Havertz was hyped up, the way Werner was hyped up, Ziyech to a point as well with his cross-play passing and everything. So for me, I think I'll wait and see.
Moses is taking a piss here, man. I know Diego Costa has finished, man. He used to be like wow striker, and now I really feel sad, man. The way Diego Costa's career is gone, man. But anyway, it is what it is.
But he had a very successful Chelsea spell.
Yeah, but it was too short, bro. As in, I really felt that
obviously
he could have done
manager issue था इसलिए वो हुआ, but
नहीं मेरे लिए मतलब आई नो वो काफी इजी है, इजी टारगेट है. कॉन्टे का जो ट्वीट मतलब मैसेज था उस पर ऑल दोस आई नो द आई एम नॉट डिफरेंट वुड द वे दैट कॉन्टे डिड इट वाजंट राइट. लेकिन भाई इफ यू एक्चुअली थिंक अबाउट इट, कॉस्टा वही है ना, जैसे हजार्ड का बात करते हैं ना. हजार्ड इफ ही वांटेड टू बिकम, ही कुड हैव बिकम द बेस्ट प्लेयर इन द वर्ल्ड, बट डिड ही हैव दैट मोटिवेशन, डिड ही हैव दैट ज़ील? कॉस्टा का ऑलमोस्ट वही था मेरे ख्याल से. ऑन द पिच ही शोड दैट, लेकिन आई फील ऑफ द पिच देयर आर इश्यूज. बिकॉज आप देखो तो 2018 सीजन में Costa did not have as effective season as 2017 also, right? As in he was gradually, slowly, but definitely, एक होता है ना, he wasn't showing that much sharpness. So it's a fact. Maybe we got rid at the right time, but the way we got rid of him, not great, yeah. Simply put.
Yeah, for me, I think Costa was an age issue. He's slowly starting to go towards his prime was over. He was starting to go downwards. But with Hazard, obviously we can't compare Hazard and Costa because these are very two different players. But obviously with Hazard, it was like, yeah, it's his dream to play at Real Madrid, and it will be very interesting to know when he retires or when he leaves Real Madrid, and if this question is asked. And knowing Hazard, he probably won't answer it the way that we want to. He'll probably answer it with dignity and just say he doesn't regret it. But I think if he was to be asked in a closed room with no cameras, he might say that he regrets that move to Real Madrid, because we all know how special he was for Chelsea and the way he changed games around for us. So
yeah,
and he must obviously he's won the Champions League at Real Madrid, but he must also understand. He must also look back and think, yeah, if I had stayed with that Chelsea team, that 2021 Champions League victory would have been so sweet.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's one probably regret, talking about regretting. But come on, Matata United, much love, Matata United, but definitely भाई का कुकरिया अभी रिग्रेट बोलेंगे तो क्या बोलोगे, मतलब 2-3 मैच के लिए के बाद बोलने लगे. That's it, man. No ways that Kukurea is regretting. In fact, pretty sure what Chelsea will do is at least much better than Brighton, as in at the very least. Let's put it that way. But Graham Potter is a great manager. I'm pretty sure that he's a new space for Kukurea. What is your first team now, Chelsea, considering now that we have Zakaria and Aubameyang? What's your level?
Yeah, I think for me, I was very frustrated with the fact that Havertz was starting every game. Yeah. Whereas Broya, when he came on against Southampton, was a lot better than showed a lot more intent than what Havertz showed in the full game. And that was something that I looked at and I said, yeah, if Tuchel still sticks with Havertz next game, then he's not necessarily saying what he means, and he's just saying stuff to pretend like he knows what he's saying, you know. If he's ready to accept, yeah, yes, these are the faults from today, let's fix it next time. And then if I see Havertz on the bench, and if I see Broja starting, maybe Pulisic starting, or Ziyech starting, one of those starting, I say, okay, Tuchel's trying out something new. But if he says that, yes, this and this went wrong, but we're going to continue the same lineup, for me, then that's not improvement, then that's just being stubborn.
Right. By the way, I just noticed that, a couple of people are kind of asking me on tweets as what about Zakaria, what about this? Again, if in case you guys can retweet, brilliant. Because I have basically put out a tweet as well as I have put out a community post. We can like that, brilliant, so we can have more people, and those couple of people can come here. I would love to talk it out to them again about Zakaria, because yes, as you know, I do follow a lot of Serie A as well. People close to Memphis Depay say that something big is coming, as departure could be key to it all. Fisher Manas says when he says it's going to be something. Yeah, I think fair enough. But again, that something big, again, it's kind of subjective, right? As in, it really is. I know that Manchester United were interested. मतलब Manchester United का क्या लगता है यार? Cristiano Ronaldo again on the bench charge, for example. So don't you think कि वहाँ पर Eric Ten Hag probably should have gone for Depay? हाँ, or he has unfinished business, right, in Manchester United.
For me, I think Man United fans should not have any complaint about spending this summer. Glazers out has been trending for a while, but you've spent quite a lot of money on Sancho last year or the year before, something like that.
Correct.
Last window.
And now Anthony as well as Casemiro.
And exactly, and then Ronaldo as well. You've gotten him, obviously not as expensive as the others, but you've got quality players, a quality manager. Now there's nothing that you can complain about rather than just being patient and just letting him do his job. And the more pressure fans put on him, and the more pressure the board puts on him, it's just going to get worse. And it's a similar situation to Chelsea. I guess Chelsea, we haven't had a great start. Man United didn't have a great start, and it's obviously on paper you look at Man United and you go, wow, this is an incredible team, probably Premier League winning team. If you don't look at Man City, obviously, because they're in the next level. But on paper, Man United look great. They just need to find their form, and I think they're doing it against Leicester. They look quite dominating so far. Obviously, Leicester is not the best opponent to compare, but next week against Arsenal will be a good competition for them. If they can scrape away a draw or a intentful draw, I think it will be a very happy result. It will be a very good result for Ten Hag, and he'll go home very happy. In terms of Arsenal, obviously they'll try and get the 3 points, and they should be able to get the 3 points the way they're playing. Honestly, I'm a bit. I know a lot of Arsenal fans have been hyping the team, but as a Chelsea fan, I hate to say this, but I think Arsenal will cause some upsets this season, whether it's against Chelsea or against other teams.
Oh wow! Let's see. Again, I know that it's early days, but I don't disagree with you because मतलब दिखा तो रहे हैं on paper. But yes, यहाँ पर बटाटे ने like Glazers out just for failing.
As well, the way I've actually been fortunate enough to be watching quite a lot of Premier League because I'm off a lot of the time. During nights here, I've been watching a lot of Premier League games, and Arsenal ones are usually the ones that I've been watching along with the Chelsea ones, obviously. But
okay.
They've been very dominant in terms of their performances, and even like compared to Chelsea, I'll say this: if Chelsea want to look at a team who looks intentful, who has been winning games after going down, then look at Arsenal, because they went down. I can't remember which game it was, but they went down in a game and they came back up, and it was an own goal, by the way. It wasn't even they scored a great goal. I'm trying to think. Fulham? No, not Fulham. Which one was it? Leicester, I think it was. Leicester, they went 2-0 down. Then Villa as well, I think they went 1-0 down or something like that.
Yeah.
So they've
again,
been coming back
I know that they came back and it was 2-1 within seconds. But okay, again, by the way, Mohammed bro, I've just tagged you on Twitter, man. If you can just retweet that, brilliant. I've just tagged you now. So Glazers out again. I saw that Fulham. Yeah, Fulham. It was Kishore questions again. Thanks a lot for people watching. Again, people watching, भाई. अगर आप लोग just join किए हो तो आप लोग बोलिए भाई, which has been that transfer today, which has been wow. I didn't expect that. वो ऐसा एक transfer बोलिए. मेरे लिए तो definitely is going to be Zakaria. I didn't see that Denis Zakaria is going to come to Chelsea. Yes, he was. थोड़ा सा एक दो stories आए थे. early in the morning. Lekin again, I thought like I know Juventus have a lot of midfielders, but yeah, Allegri nice to he likes to play with a lot of midfielders. So मैं सोचा नहीं, he might just fit them in. Lekin again, it's great that we've got an opportunity. Lekin at the same time, like Mohammed ने बोला, we are very shocked as Chelsea fans कि भाई Billy Gilmour is going for peanuts to Brighton. I don't still know if it's a buyback.
Yeah,
If
no, I'm
anyone in
not
the
happy
chat
with
knows,
that one. Yeah, at all.
yeah, it's shocking, business. Simply put. I hope there's a buyback though still. Okay, chalo. Yeah,
I can't.
Manchester United
Yeah, I don't
taking
know.
a shot.
No one's really mentioned something about buyback though. But again, for me, yeah, where buyback or not, yeah, Billy Gilmour without even giving him a shot at Chelsea, how can he do that?
I don't know, man, how you can do that. Again, I can see some
And
banter going on in the
especially,
chat.
and I think for me, what I think this is Gilmour's decision more than Tuchel. I think Tuchel would have said, "Yeah, stay. You'll be a key player." But for me, I think from what I've seen so far, uh, I'll just be back in a second if that's fine. Sorry, I'll just mute myself.
No, no problem, no problem. We'll be back. Mohammed is going to be back. So people, everyone, भाई जो भी है यहाँ पर, again do let us know in the chat which has been your move. जो अभी तक has been the move for the day in terms of deadline move. I just get Mohammed back on screen when he's back. Anyway, so where will United finish if they win tonight after game week 5? Okay, that's an interesting one. तो अभी check करते हैं. In my opinion, भाई United again काफी criticism से deal की है, but in my opinion it won't be too bad as well, because last 2-3 games में they've done pretty well. In fact, मतलब in terms of performance not really 100%, लेकिन भाई they are already as things stand they are fifth. मैं दिखा देता हूँ यहाँ पर, अगर जीतेंगे they are fifth, and that is concern for Chelsea. I know it's early days, लेकिन definitely concern यार, that we are not even in the top 9, 10th है, just after 5 games. That's not good at all. And again, हमने करना है pull socks. I think it's more than the transfers. Problem with Chelsea is the application, the consistency. और एक होता है ना एक problem, they are playing like boys and not men. Simply put, मैं बोल रहा हूँ. And यहाँ पर I think the match is going on. I'm just looking for more news. And I was hoping for more news अभी because again Chelsea ने बवाल मचा लिया है in the transfer market. I know that. But let me just see, एक सेकेंड में देख रहा हूँ. और यस, अगेन मैंने पोल डाला है. भाई आल्वारो मराठा एक क्लियर मैसेज भेज रहे टू बारसा फैंस दैट ही इज गोइंग टू स्टे एट एटलेटिको मैड्रिड. लुक्स लाइक I don't know if you guys might have to I don't know, Mudit, you are a Atletico Madrid fan as well, right? You have a soft corner. Let me know what do you think about this. I'm going to share it on screen, but let me just see 1 second. Just give me a second. Again, pretty much sure. Interesting Alvaro Morata जो कर रहे हैं. एक सेकंड. ये रहा just on screen now. This is what he's doing. क्या बोलोगे from this? What do you read in that? Okay, so Mohammed is back. Mohammed Morata scoring goals, man, for Atletico Madrid.
I think it's a Chelsea. यार क्या बोलूं यार मैं.
Yeah,
Morata's
it's just like
when Morata's scoring goals, then you know,
oh,
yeah, it's a Chelsea issue.
yeah, as in Timo scoring again. I know Mudit again being a Bayern fan in the chat and Bundesliga fan generally would help me there as well. Lekin again, Timo Werner, the kind of goals he's getting there versus Chelsea, by Chelsea doesn't play that way. That's the whole problem. That maybe it's not a fit. And simply put, वो थोड़ा सा जल्दबाजी कर लिया हमने. लेकिन I think we could have probably and then got a better output of Timo if Tuchel was a little bit more flexible. Lekin I actually would Tuchel there. Where are you on that, Mohammed?
For me, यार Chelsea में कोई striker नहीं चला है. Honestly speaking, there's no sugarcoating it. You know, एक दो in recent history, obviously I'm not going to go back and talk about the legends of Chelsea, but you know, recent history में तो कोई नहीं चला है Chelsea के लिए. Regardless of whether they play a false 9 or an actual 9 or a sitting duck 9 or whatever the terms you want to use. For me, it seems like more of a Chelsea issue because Lukaku, I haven't seen much of the goals that he's been scoring, but for me, I'm very unhappy that Timo Werner scores a hat-trick at Leipzig. Lukaku seems like he's doing fine at Inter.
No, he's not actually. So let me just update you there. So definitely he scored with his first touch technically in as an Inter Serie A player again. But last weekend, last two matches, I don't think Lukaku is look the deal at all. In fact, Dzeko coming off the bench. So in my opinion, he's going to flop. That's my personal opinion, and it seems like he's. And again, Inter folks, as in I've been getting a couple of Inter folks, Inter fans on the channel, and they have been closely watching, and they mentioned to me that the clear difference is that Lukaku is not fit. That's the real reason. He's
Acha.
not fit. So what
Could be.
Conte had him so fit, right? That was maybe one of the reasons that they are pointing it out to. Maybe that's a fact. Do you think Jorginho has been the biggest letdown in the start of the season? What do you think about this, Mohammed? In my opinion, I don't know, man. Can you blame it to
Not
Jorginho?
realistically, as a team, we've struggled. I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I know on the podcast as well. We do this, and we first generally talk about the team and then the players. But when we talk about the team, we realize that individually, किसी को single out करना मुश्किल है. Especially the
Mm-hmm.
performance against Leeds, especially the performance against Southampton. And
Right,
I say that because both games we've not necessarily gone down a goal first, but Southampton, that equalizer went in and we suddenly forgot how to play football in general. All the 11 players on the pitch. It wasn't Jorginho, it wasn't just Kovacic or Mount or Havertz or whoever.
mm-hmm.
And that's a mentality issue at Chelsea. So I can't really blame Jorginho. Yes, he has his flaws, obviously pace and the error that he made against Tottenham, this and that, so on and so forth. But that game against Tottenham, we all know that except that error, he had a great game. We know Leicester was a good game as well for him. So it's one of those where Jorginho's at a not at his prime anymore. Conte is going to get quite a lot of injuries if he keeps
Right.
playing every single game. So it's about now bringing in fresh talent, using the experience these guys have, and combining it together. If you remember Fabregas, he was quite old when Conte came in, and we won the league. And obviously, comparing anyone to Fabregas at Chelsea would be very tough.
Mm-hmm.
But Fabregas, along with a midfielder who was energetic, was no longer. We no longer had issues about his pace. We no longer had any issues about or any of the issues that he presented in the team. And that's what we need to do. If Jorginho is lacking pace, we need to get a number 6 who can rush back. Kante does that, which is why in games when Kante and Jorginho play, we don't notice Jorginho lacking that pace or the lack of players in defense on a counter attack or on an attack of opposition attack. So for me, that's
Right.
more of a reason than just singling out Jorginho, because I don't want to do that. Obviously he has his flaws, but also he's been doing well in the performances we played well in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're basically, I'm just again seeing some updates. Okay, so I think it's the same thing. I think Fabricio is just updating the same thing that he's going on Twitch and mentioning the same thing. And hats off to Fabricio, Gerard Romero, David Onstin, and the entire team, man. And then
Yeah, I
that's
wanna.
how they do it.
What I wanna do is, किसी तरह से just get Fabrizio Romano to tweet out his interactions or his analytics for today, and I want to see how compared every day would probably be like 100,000, 200,000, and today must be 1.52 million. Aram se hoga, because every 20 minutes he's tweeting something about a major team in Europe. So yeah, no doubt. Hats off to these guys and the way these guys operate, as well as a lot of Chelsea ones as well. I want to mention Ben Jones here, Simon Phillips,
Yeah,
Rob from that Chelsea social.
yeah, Rob journalism, right?
Yeah, so these guys are
Okay.
all incredible people and very reliable as well.
Bro, I think Memphis Depay to Chelsea is happening, bro. My gut feel is.
Is it happening?
Managing Barca. Maybe it's a Barca thing that they want to basically get rid of him somehow. They don't want to kind of just terminate his contract and at least usko ek club mile to they'll be happier. I'm guessing in terms of PR. I don't know. Maybe that is the thing. Like what you're managing Barca is saying यहाँ पर Memphis Depay wants to join Chelsea. Nathan Gissing have बोला है. FC Barcelona are in talks with 3 clubs. Gerard Romero. I don't know what that is for. And again, a plane from London has just arrived in Barcelona. People close to Memphis Depay say that something big is coming. ये तो हमने पढ़ लिया था. चलो. So there's a lot happening around the Aubameyang and Memphis Depay still. Officially speaking, but मुझे लगता है it will be done absolutely.
Acha, I'll give you an insight on the 2 sources that I have. And these are pretty reliable sources. So I'll say this.
Okay.
Zakaria, obviously, here you go to ho chuka uska. but I think Aubameyang as well is happening. Is done. It will, obviously that's one that's also Fabrizio Romano is confirmed as well. And for me, I think Chelsea might just be done with the transfer window. Memphis Depay, मेरे ख्याल से शायद ना हो. Maybe because it's too late, and as well Chelsea aren't very keen on it. Obviously, it's a last-minute transfer that we're trying to get. Not sure exactly why, because
Yeah.
I
By the way,
don't
sorry to cut you, bro,
hear
but
any.
it's half time. I don't know if any Manchester fans are in the chat, but people, are you convinced? Like for me, it's 1-0. But again, that one goal also Manchester has scored. It's of a proper mistake by Leicester. तो थोड़ा सा अभी भी मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड इज नॉट लुकिंग कन्विंसिंग. इज दैट रीजन इनफ टू गेट रोनाल्डो ऑन द पिच? मैं तो बोलता हूँ भाई कैसेमीरो और रोनाल्डो दोनों ही स्टार्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं. मुझे तो अभी तक थोड़ा सरप्राइज है, आई वुड बी ऑनेस्ट. I don't know, man. What do you think about this, Mohammed? Like, do you think that Leicester का डिफेंस देखकर, come on, Ronaldo has to, if this is an opportunity to come back to form, probably this is one, right?
What I think is, I just hope Ten Hag is not trying to show Ronaldo that this team can function without him because of his antics in the transfer window. Because the last thing
Maybe.
Ten Hag wants right now is a bit of a kerfuffle in the dressing room between him and the players, and obviously the board doesn't want to be in a situation where they have to pick between a player and a manager. And quite an experienced Chelsea fan speaking here with Costa and Conte. So for me, if it's not that, then I guess I'll let Ten Hag decide whether he wants Ronaldo on the pitch or not, because I think he's qualified enough to do that. But for me, I just hope it's not a ego issue between either one of those, because it doesn't seem like it. Because last week, I think Ronaldo did come on as a sub, so maybe he's just trying to find a fit into this team. Maybe try and see. And obviously, we talk about Man United and today's performance. Obviously, not the best one. And as you said, that goal was from an error from Leicester. But you sometimes need these sort of performances. It'll just get the confidence up, and at the end of the day, you get 3 points for it, whether it's a goal, whether it's a mistake, however you get that win. So for me, I'm not gonna go after 10.
Okay, so Vishal says, then after both Oba and Depay, should we go 3 in the front? In my opinion, Vishal, quickly, देखिए अमल, मुझे तो लग रहा है more than Oba and Depay, we anyway needed forwards. हाँ, that's not great news for Broya or maybe a Pulisic in my opinion, अगर दोनों ही आते हैं. मतलब Oba तो is done almost, Vishal. Depay again is so I would say 50-50. More than that is Zakaria coming in. Zakaria coming in से एक option देता है for Tuchel to think about it, that okay fine, we can actually go 3 in midfield as well. So that will be interesting, and that means that can we play a 4-1-2-3 or maybe a maybe a proper 4-3-3 and that is something that मैं चाहता हूँ as a Chelsea fan, because Tuchel himself is not bad in that. जो दिखाया है in PSG as well as in Dortmund, yes, we didn't have the personnel, and yes, I know that everyone, not everyone, but 90% of Chelsea fans wanted the Declan Rice at one point. और वो maybe he'll still come next year, और इसलिए हम with buy option ले रहे हैं Zakaria, and maybe if he does well, we'll just spend 30 million and we'll probably win. लेकिन we know he's injury prone. अगर वो he does not return the favors, what हमने किया in terms of giving him the opportunities, which I hope Tuchel does, that we might actually go for Rice next year, and hopefully we'll get there. But who the fuck is the surprise signing? Any idea? Well, 100% तो नहीं मालूम है, लेकिन in my opinion, it might just be Icardi. Who knows? Icardi is someone that who was, I think PSG was happy to let him go. But let's see, man. Who knows? It might be someone, say from England as well. Memphis Depay wants to join Chelsea. हाँ, मैंने दिखाया दिया already on screen. But yes, again मैं यहाँ पर वापस से देख रहा हूँ कुछ आया क्या मैनेजिंग बारसा में. Again again आप लोग सोचोगे हम बारसा, चेल्सी और मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड की बातें कर रहे हैं in terms of transfers for last 2 months. But really speaking, Mohammed, I think Arsenal, Man City, and a lot of other clubs did business a little bit earlier, right? So fair point, right?
I think Man City still done some business today, no? I heard this.
Akanji is coming, yeah. But again, for the first team, I mean, proper for the first starting 11, they made their signings early, right? Most of the other big teams. Probably Bayern Munich.
I haven't seen a lot of Bayern Munich, I'm not gonna lie. I've been following quite a lot of Premier League transfers, realistically. But for me, Arsenal, I don't think they've done any major signings today, if I'm not wrong.
No, Arsenal only thing is they were going for Douglas Luiz, but that's not happened. At least I
Yeah,
don't
so
see
I
that
think
news until
Arsenal.
now.
Yeah, with Arsenal, I think the way they've handled this transfer window, they've done their business quite early. They knew who they wanted to do it, they get it, and they've done that. So I think this one that they were trying to get today was one that this was a last option, or someone they were just trying to go for, but at the end, um,
Yeah. Again, this is basically from Di Marzio. I think Dest is definitely there in Milan, and I think it's done. It's official that Dest is a Milan player now. So people in the chat, आप लोग क्या rate करते हो भाई? Dest to Milan. Do you think he'll get a lot of minutes? Again, being someone who follows Serie A as well as other leagues, मैं ये बता सकता हूँ भाई वहाँ पर Calabria और basically Florenzi, in my opinion, will probably start for the time being. हाँ, अगर डेस्ट को जो एक दो मौके मिलते हैं वो बहुत ही बढ़िया करते हैं, then maybe he may replace them. I really doubt that. तो मैं थोड़ा surprised हूँ with Dest going there, but again it's similar to a Zakaria deal, you know, with Chelsea. I know it's a different position, लेकिन Dest अगर अच्छा करते हैं, then they have an option to buy at 20 million euros for Milan, which is I think a fair enough option. Kimmich is needed. Wow, he would upgrade any side, bro. Simple as that. I think this hype of Barcelona is becoming too much now. विशाल भाई कौन किसको मालूम है यार, अगर सच निकल गया ना तो we'll be probably be saying नहीं, it's a fact. Lekin again, I also believe that Gerard Romero hypes it up a little bit too much as he gets things right as well. Kanji to Man City was good, okay. Kishore Bulre. Bayern wanted this so bad, but he chose the wrong FCB. Arey, come on. Bayern have got the better right back. Arguably, Mazraoui is much better, bro. Go on. They have a Kimmich, a Mazraoui. Bayern Munich look really good in my opinion. मैंने तो बोला ही मुझे यार they are the favorite, but again, in my opinion, Dest I don't think he'll get much game time in AC Milan. I might be wrong. Still, a backup CDM would have been good for Arsenal. Yeah, they have Lokonga, they have El Neni, they have Xhaka, they have a Partey. Yeah, and they have Ainsley Maitland Niles. Lekin I don't think Arteta believes in him. That's what I understand. Okay, I meant 2 years ago. Fair enough. इकार्डी के लिए इतना हाइप तो ब्लूज ही कसा क्यों भाई oh man Divyanshu with a pun. Let's see, just confirmed by Gerard Romero, Messi, it's actually Messi or what bhai, matlab where are you on that, man? Messi moving to Barca again so early, he's in between a contract. Mohammed, are you there? Anyway, so I think Mohammed is just kind of taking a break for a minute. But anyway, people भाई सब लोग आप लोग बोलिए भाई मेसी अगर सच में है, मतलब अब आपने सुना है कि बेसिकली आपने देखा है, मतलब लेट मी नो इन दैट for this much I only think Messi or Neymar or Iniesta my thought. Okay, हाँ अगर होता है then it's fair. Again maybe it's a pun, let's see. मतलब दिव्यांशु आप बोलिए यार, कुछ आ रहा है क्या वहां पर? If you are getting some news about Messi, I think Mohammed is back. Let's add him. Hey, Mohammed, you there? Hi, Mohammed. Are you there? I think Mohammed is not able to hear. I think there's an audio issue. No problem. No problem. Mohammed, it's okay, bro. As in, again, thanks a lot for coming. Probably once your audio
I think
fixed,
no.
you can come back.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
back.
no.
You're back. You're back.
Sorry, my whole laptop
Okay.
just kind of crashed because I've got so many things.
Oh, okay. It might have hung. It happens. So yeah, I was asking you about Messi, bro. As in, there are reports saying that it possibly could be Messi going back to Barca. Come on, surely it won't be this early.
Is it true?
No, I'm trying to see the source. Again, I'm just going with the chat. I think they're probably just putting a chance, but I don't think that's happening. But let's see if it's true or not. But in case if it's true, let's hypothetically speak about that, right? So what do you think, Messi? The fact that Javi is there, is that for real that he actually might be going there soon?
No, yeah, to me it doesn't make sense. You don't sell Messi for free and then you buy him, regardless of how much of a legend he is at Barcelona, and especially with, or they already have enough issues with the salaries and everything. So how are they gonna support Messi and his wages and spending more? So I think they're already the main reason they're letting go of Aubameyang is because they want Alonso and Bellerin. So obviously those two transfers happening.
But think about it, sorry Mohammed, but think about it, the fact that they're letting go Aubameyang and Depay, okay, and the fact that Messi, Divyanshu puts a very good point that Messi technically the PSG might have had a word और मे बी यार वही बात चल रही होगी और वो लास्ट में बोले नहीं भाई मैं नेक्स्ट ईयर भी एक्सटेंड नहीं करूंगा, क्लियरली बता दिए, तो भाई इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग ऑन अ फ्री दे गेट सम मनी आउट ऑफ बार्सिलोना. इट
हो
माइट बी
सकता है. I mean,
हाँ अभी भी चांसेस कम है, लेकिन आप देखो सोच के नहीं.
hey, no doubt, I'm not going to write it off. Obviously, this is transfer window and anything and everything can
Right.
happen. But for me, Barca's perspective, looking back, I'll be like, yeah, what are they doing with all of this? Because they've already been in so much issues. Whether you want to say Messi was directly involved or not, that's your choice, depending on who you support and who you like and who you don't like. But realistically, overall, Barcelona getting Messi back for that, I no. For me, no. It's a no for me. But also depends on what Barca think and what they think they can gain out of it, though.
Yeah, fair enough. But by the way, Mohammed, great to have you, bro. Again, we've discussed like end to end. But Mohammed, you might want to plug in your channels or your socials, please.
Yeah, I mean, we do. If you guys watch football content, obviously, if you're on this page, then you watch football content. But I think Amaya does a lot of streams on this about cricket and everything as well. So if you're a cricket fan, we do cricket podcasts, and I'm hoping that I can have Amaya on it soon. I've got a guest lined up tomorrow, and then hopefully next episode I was going to contact Amaya because I love talking about cricket or football in general just with Amaya. So for those of you who watch Chelsea or any other football club, just follow the CFC Talk podcast for your latest football news and our socials. And cricket, we do Cricket Time podcast as well. So Amaya, thank you very much for having me on. And yeah, I'll be sure to have you on. I was planning to do a live stream today, but I think you being the host, it has been a perfect live stream and the best live stream I could have asked for. So thank you very much, Amaya, Ankit, for having me. I keep messing up the news.
I was wondering, we probably got Amaya back or what? Amaya's back to the bank. By the way, people are wondering that who's Amaya. Amaya is one of us, right? So basically, as in when we started doing podcasts, last year, jab shuru kiya tha na, bhai, Amaya has been one of the members who also been Chelsea fan, and we've been discussing. So maybe Mohammed is like, bhai,
we used to all be on a stream together. Remember, so it used to be like sorry about that, but yeah, Ankit, very happy to be on the show. And
always
looking forward to
again. People do check it out, and मैं link कर दूंगा आपको, definitely tag कर दूंगा on the description. So again, thanks a lot, bro. We'll see you soon, and of course, post transfer window, hopefully we'll do some Champions League discussion, probably get you on as well. Bye.
100%. Thank you very much.
Take care, bro. Okay, so we have Mohammed leaving us for now. But again, people, what do you think? क्या होने वाला है? बड़ा चीज जो होने वाला है बार्सिलोना से. Are you in for a Messi back? Are you in for that or no? Okay, Memphis and Pjanic are currently both on the exit ramp. Gerard Romero बोल रहे हैं both Pjanic and Depay leaving this indicates something big is coming. Yeah, अगर इतने सारे लोग निकल रहे, yeah, Divyanshu, would you just say that is a fact कि यार उनकी जो सैलरी बैलेंस करनी है, maybe it's about just Frenkie staying and staying happily. Is that one? इसीलिए basically they're getting rid of not just Aubameyang and not just Braithwaite, but also now Memphis as well as Pjanic. Maybe that's a thing. Or again, maybe I'm wrong, लेकिन यार मुझे लगता है अगर समथिंग बिग आएगा तो at best you'll get a backup striker यार. If in case, let's hypothetically talk about it. अगर मेसी आते हैं, then what about Rafinha? What about Dembele? What about basically Fateh who's back from injury? What about Ferran Torres? इतने सारे ऑप्शंस है आप लोग के पास. पेड्री भी वहां खेल सकते हैं भाई. वाइड ऑप्शंस इतने सारे हैं of the forward, and then you have basically of course Gavi hai, then you have obviously in midfield you have Kessie, itne sare log hai, but I don't think so that you'll also get a midfielder kyunki De Jong bhi abhi wahi hai. So I am a little bit surprised with this news, lekin again it's Barcelona. Barcelona can convince a player even to be on the bench. वो किया है आप लोग ने भाई, even not to play for 5 months जो आपने किया था आडा टू रन, आप मुझे एकदम याद है. तो you never know. Depay is coming to Chelsea as per sources, both Aubameyang and Depay. But again, Depay का मैं अभी तक सो ही बोलूंगा शायद. मैं अभी बोलूंगा Aubameyang Almighty. वो तो हो गया है ऑलमोस्ट, लेकिन अगेन चेल्सी से नहीं आया, इसलिए मैंने नहीं बोला है एब्सोल्युटली, मतलब 100% कंफर्म ऑफिशियल. एंड ऑफ कोर्स द सेकंड वन इज व्हाट, ऑफ कोर्स Zakaria. और बारसा का Alonso, Bellerin, definitely looking almighty. These are looking almighty. लेकिन आर्सेनल का आई वाज होपिंग और अदर आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग कि डगलस लुइस हो जाएंगे. आप लोग क्या बोलते हो भाई? अगेन यार जो भी देख रहा है भाई, लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. मैं देख रहा हूँ कितने लाइक्स भाई, लाइक्स बहुत कम हुए. क्या हो रहा है भाई, लाइक्स कर दीजिए, वही है भाई बैटरी अपनी स्ट्रीम के लिए भाई, मतलब लेट मी नॉट गो लाइक अ ब्रोकन रिकॉर्ड इन एवरी स्ट्रीम, पीपल कम ऑन, इट लुक्स लाइक एज आई एम बेगिंग, बट डोंट यू थिंक दैट द फैक्ट दैट वी स्ट्रीम फॉर लाइक 7-8 आवर्स अ डे, हाँ कोई एहसान नहीं कर रहे हो, यू आर हेल्पिंग मी रादर, आई एम नॉट डूइंग एनी एहसान, आप लोग ही कर रहे हो मुझ पर, लेकिन यार साथ साथ में एक सिंपल सी बात है भाई, थम्स अप बटन दबाना पड़ता है, ऑल यू हैव नीड टू डू इज जस्ट हिट दैट थम्स अप बटन, इट डजंट टेक अ बक, सेम इफ यू आर नॉट सब्सक्राइब टू चैनल, आप देख रहे हो तो प्लीज प्लीज कंसिडर सब्सक्राइबिंग, वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट, एंड यस आप वॉच अलोंग भी साथ साथ में कर रहे हैं, वहां पर हाफ टाइम है, and now Manchester United are beating Leicester 1-0, but let's go that absolutely just while in the chat again, always good to have Chelsea fans, and it's ironical, right, that the Chelsea fans are so less, and that's what probably I should be proud of as well, the fact that we are having a few Chelsea fans and more other than Chelsea fans, because it's what it is. It's a fan channel for Altruism. It always will. But Chelsea fans, much love. Just Viola, nice to see you always. Always. Yes, Aubameyang has come. Zakaria has come. What do you think, Just Viola? What is your starting 11? Put your starting 11 in the chat. देखते हैं आप क्या सोच रहे हो? In my opinion, as much as Zakaria is a DM, knowing Tuchel थोड़ा सा pragmatic और circumspect होते हैं, तो मेरे ख्याल से he will not start with him, और वो रहेंगे एक ऑप्शन considering our midfield situation जो है in the past few weeks. इसीलिए शायद हमने लिया है लोन विद द ऑप्शन टू बाई, विच इज नथिंग टू लूज, राइट? हाँ 100% सैलरी दे रहे, बट एट द सेम टाइम वी आर गेटिंग बिली गिलमोर फॉर पीनट्स, और कोई बता सकता है बिली गिलमोर कितने में जा रहा है? बाय द वे सेकंड हाफ शुरू हो गया, एवरीवन लेट मी नो इन द प्रेडिक्शंस क्या होने वाला है. Manchester United, will they be able to score the second goal, or Leicester City, who are looking like relegation candidates, will come back, especially with Maddison being back this match? यहाँ पे राशफोर्ड को ऑलमोस्ट एक चांस होते हुए, 5 players left from Barca, maybe मेसी और नेमार. ऐसे नेमार बिकॉज उसका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वैसे भी एंड होने वाला था भाई, नेमार चेल्सी आ जाता है तब तो आई डोंट नो मच अबाउट ज़कारिया, आई हैवंट सीन हिम प्ले, ही इज बेसिकली अ डीएम. Again, just while I think you probably missed my streams, but again, we have covered the profile of Zakaria in both the streams. देखिए, he is probably a DM. Probably he is a DM who actually can play in a midfield for a midfield 5. He can play both the ways. Lekin at the same time, he plays for Switzerland, starts for Switzerland as a DM. He is someone who is basically quite tall. He's not short at all, which helps. Not very tall, but he's quite tall. And at the same time, he's not too weak in terms of challenges. थोड़ा इंजरी प्रोन है, दैट इज द ओनली प्रॉब्लम विद ज़कारिया. इंजरी प्रोन नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन ही इज हैड अ कपल ऑफ लॉन्ग टर्म इंजरीज फ्रॉम व्हाट आई नो. बट यस, सर्टेनली फॉर यूवेंटस ही वाज वन ऑफ द स्टार्टर्स अलोंग विद लोकेटेली, और काफी सपोर्ट देते थे इन दैट डिफेंसिव मिडफील्ड एरिया. अंकित, आई सी कुकरिया एज द बेस्ट चेल्सी साइनिंग इन इयर्स. वाओ, रियली? मतलब इन इयर्स वाला तो मुझे फीलिंग नहीं आई, सच में बोलता हूं, चेल्सी फैन. फॉर मी थियागो सिल्वा हैज टू बी दैट गाय, द बेस्ट साइनिंग Chelsea has done in years, and that's an honor free. Imagine Thiago Silva has to be that guy for me, definitely. Billy Gilmour 10, bilkul peanuts. Is there a buyback clause? Is there something about that? If you have a tweet, please share the tweet, Just Vaila, where you got that info. But absolutely great to have that. Bhai, Arthur signed contract just now. Pick receipt of signing, but Juventus चालू निकली, option to buy नहीं दिया. You know what? It's okay, bro. I think आपके पास है midfielders. सच में बोलिए वाला. Definitely Henderson is on basically एक downward spiral. लेकिन I believe that आप बेलिंगम के लिए जाएंगे next summer. आपको मिलेगा कि नहीं वो अलग बात है, लेकिन शायद मुझे लगता है आप लिवरपूल जाएंगे यार वापस से. आयुष बोल रहे man, the hype for the surprise of Barca is crazy. That is what deadline signing brings you. And again, we are trying to hype as well. Hopefully you hype our channel as well. So let's hype our channel. Definitely we deserve it, man. Come on, मैं बोल रहा हूँ खुद ही, and of course you guys deserve it because you guys are part of the almighty family. Oba will be looking forward to play. Looking forward to play against Arsenal, and I can only cross my fingers that time. Wow, interesting Kishore creations. लेकिन Aubameyang again stopgap maybe for a year and a half. उनका बाकी है prime at best, not even prime मैं तो बोलता हूँ. लेकिन हाँ, he has been decent. Problem is that jaw break that he had, experience जो recently personally इतना बुरा था, जो robbery हुई, very bad. But let's see if he's that character to come out of that within a month. That is the only thing मैं wait कर रहा हूँ देखने के लिए. Or maybe it helped us reduce the price from maybe 20 million euros to 14 million euros plus Alonso. Arthur Melo will be in Liverpool, but Juventus' performance was just okay. I agree. Not a long-term signing, 100%. It's a loan signing for a reason. Henderson कहाँ hamstring injury out of 3 weeks? अभी के लिए नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ long term यार, मतलब maybe after 1 month or 2 months. Do you see Arthur starting still or Henderson coming back? Fab tweeted that fee, okay, but no info with respect to a buyback clause. Okay, let me just pull it up then. If I can, I'll just try and pull it up. The Billy Gilmour one. हाँ मैंने बात किया था, but I'm just wanting to make sure that we have the details on the screen as well. Okay, Carlos Soler has joined Paris Saint-Germain भाई. मैंने मिस कर दिया था एक tweet. Again, it was expected. Here we go हो ही गया था, if I'm not wrong. लेकिन ये official हो गया है अभी. तो let me show that first. This is a fantastic signing. Carlos Soler, in my opinion, भाई काफी अच्छे थे, if I'm not wrong, from Valencia, right? So again, for Valencia, was one of the key DMs. Talk about DMs, he's one of them. 18 million euros plus 3 million add-ons is a bargain. वो कैसे मिलता है? PSG को कैसे मिल रहे इतने सस्ते प्लेयर्स? I have no idea. आर्थर मेलो कंप्लीटेड मेडिकल एंड साइन, जैसे शायद ने बोला है आपको पता ही है. और डेनिस जकारिया आप देख रहे हो आते हुए, और नाबिल फकीर नहीं आ रहे. दैट्स नॉट द बिग साइनिंग जो बारसा बात कर रही है. क्रेजी डेडलाइन साइनिंग आदित्य, यस बिल्कुल यार. क्या डिपाई चाहते हैं आप? क्या चेल्सी फैंस वांट डिपाई? लेट मी नो इन द चैट. आई एम सेइंग आर्थर मेलो विल शो हिज बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस टिल नाउ इन द करियर अंडर Klopp. Okay, Klopp improves players. I will not deny that. Absolutely side. But again, don't forget to like the stream. यहाँ पर लेस्टर को एक मिला है फ्री किक. थोड़ा सा मैच पर आ जाते. लेस्टर को एक फ्री किक मिला है. और मैडिसन, पीपल लेट मी नो इन चैट, फॉर यू कौन सा वो प्लेयर है जो ही इज लाइक वाओ, ही इज द बेस्ट फ्री किक टेकर इन द प्रीमियर लीग और इवन टॉप 3. मेरे लिए मैडिसन हैज टू बी इन द टॉप 3 फ्री किक टेकर्स. भाई व्हाट अ किक, almost man. Madison scored. Leicester almost scored there, man. David Dia with a brilliant save. Wow. And yes, of course, Matata United, much love. Let's get to 5k subscribers on this channel as well. And not just subscribers, भाई bell notification button दबाइए, क्योंकि जो बहुत लोग जो सब्सक्राइब किए पता नहीं कहाँ गायब हो गए भाई. Hopefully you guys help us get them back. भाई कैसे होगा? लाइक करके स्ट्रीम ज्यादा बताइए कि आपको अच्छा लग रहा है स्ट्रीम. यूट्यूब बताएगा कि yeah, this is a decent content creator. Do give him a follow and subscription, as well as watch his videos, because we get a lot of variety on this channel as well. I just hope Denis Zakaria doesn't turn out to be a Saul 2.0. Exactly, that's what my statement was when he signed Kerik. Yeah, only thing is it like a panic buy? Because हमारे third choice थे आज के दिन भी, even on deadline day, it was a third choice central defensive midfielder. First हमारे थे Edson Alvarez, who also I believe he was the best choice. 50 million euros, Ajax बोली नहीं आई. 50 million euros क्या है भाई? Edson Alvarez तो यार he's invaluable. It was I don't know, maybe Ajax have lost too many players, so I can understand. But the fact that they have signed a DM from Hoffenheim, फिर भी they didn't let him go, is kind of surprising for me for that money. लेकिन Ibrahim Sangare physically बहुत ही strong है, probably the strongest of the three, and he from PSV, he did not move as well. वहां पर I am not too dissatisfied because Ibrahim Sangare अभी भी बहुत raw in my opinion. And of course, but he can be better than the other two. Denis Zakaria is someone who is more experienced at that top level playing for Switzerland. वो मैं definitely बताऊंगा. लेकिन he is very injury prone, a bit having a history of injuries. At the same time, he's not someone who's a goal scorer. I'm not happy with Ampadu loan too. How many loans will the guy go on? Poor fellow. अरे गोल होना चाहिए था. That should have been a goal by Javi Barnes, but no, header goes wide. भाई just वाला देखिए आप. I understand from where you're coming, but as a youngster, yes, why won't you compete and give them a chance to basically pick you? लेकिन आप देखिए लास्ट मैच ही आम्पडू एंड गिलमोर दोनों ही बेंच पर थे. लेकिन आफ्टर द मैच टुकल ने क्या बोला? हमारे पास कोई नहीं मिडफील्डर्स, तो ही डजंट इवन कंसीडर हिम एज एन ऑप्शन. तो दैट इज व्हाई इट्स बेटर फॉर हिम टू गो एंड गेट सम मिनट्स. हाँ, गेटिंग रिड ऑफ हिम परमानेंटली वुड हैव बीन एन इशू एज वेल, बिकॉज वो एक ज्यादा वर्सेटाइल प्लेयर है और ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर है देन अ गिलमोर. तो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई ही इज ऑन लोन वर्सेस अ गिलमोर. जेम्स वर्ड प्रॉवर्स इज द बेस्ट, आयुष बोल रहे. आई एग्री 100%. बेलिंगहम ही अपना प्राइम टारगेट है. अगर आर्थर सेट हुआ तो क्लॉप विल कन्विंस एफएसजी टू बाय हिम. अब बेलिंगहम आएगा तो फैबियो और एलियट का गेम टाइम पे इफेक्ट आएगा. यस, लेकिन आर्थर पे आपके पास बाय ऑप्शन नहीं है ना? बाय ऑप्शन नहीं है, करेक्ट? आप बोलिए शायद, लेकिन हाँ, लोन के बाद भी यू कैन ऑलवेज बिड, दैट्स ऑलवेज एन ऑप्शन. ओके, क्या हो गया यार? लाइक शेयर स्ट्रीम गाइस. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. ड्रूसबरी हॉल घंटा भी नहीं खेल रहा है. चलो कोई नहीं. David या ओपी, या आई एक्चुअली रेट हिम यार, एज मच एज वो काफी क्रिटिसिज्म झेलते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ बॉल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड ऑल दैट. आई अंडरस्टैंड टोटली. भाई रोनाल्डो इज वार्मिंग अप फाइनली. भाई 54 मिनट्स हो रहे. Maitland Niles to Southampton loan. By Southampton, I'm telling you, they have done a decent job in this transfer market. आज भी, if I'm not wrong, they have signed a couple of players. In my opinion, it's good. I don't understand Thomas Tuchel sometimes. Really, same here. I think there is criticism which is coming to him, which is valid. सच में बोल रहा हूँ, but he has become far too rigid than what he was previously, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it's an ego thing, maybe it's a thing यार, he's dealing with so many things off the pitch in the last few months, I don't know. वो आगे भी लोन के बाद वी कैन बिड इफ प्लेयर आल्सो वांट्स टू जॉइन, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली वही है। लेकिन वही है, यू हैव नॉट प्री डिसाइडेड अ फी। भाई साउथहैम्पटन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, दे आर नाउ सेट टू साइन चालेट अचार फ्रॉम मार्से। ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ अलॉन्ग विद ग्वार्डियोल, चालेट अचार आर द नेक्स्ट, दीज टू आर बेसिकली द नेक्स्ट बिग थिंग्स इन क्रोएशियन डिफेंस। So you won't be surprised we actually that Southampton does well. Remember Bella Kochap, he did very well against Chelsea. Then they have a Salisu, फिर Chalet Star आ जाएंगे भाई, काफी अच्छा होगा। That is Southampton. मैं again for people who missed it, I might share it. और plus अभी भी आप देख रहे हो Southampton, Maitland-Niles is not a bad player in my opinion. I don't know, Arteta भाई he doesn't get along with some people यार। Maitland-Niles हो गए, beat basically Aubameyang. I don't know. I have a feeling that it's maybe Arteta. But Maitland-Niles is a decent player in my opinion. Yeah, he doesn't want to play wing back. He wants to play midfield, but why not, bro? I'm just saying. Yes, I know he wasn't great at West Brom. Again, he was not so bad to be a fifth choice midfielder for Arsenal. So I'm surprised. Maybe himself doesn't want to be fifth choice. आप बोल सकते हो. But यहाँ पर एक set piece आते हुए, Manchester United are on the back foot. By the way, let me tell you. I think I really want James Justin or someone like that get an assist यार. मतलब मेरे FPL team में है for whatever reason. William at this point. At EPL Fulham not great, yeah. William भी all the best, लेकिन pretty sure रेस्टोरेंट की वजह से ज्वाइन किया है, अपने रेस्टोरेंट की वजह से ही है वहां। I hope Zakaria stays injury free for at least a year. यार होगी इंजरीज तो होगी, लेकिन अब देखते हैं कितना फ्रीक्वेंसी। वही है टाइमिंग यार, टाइमिंग सेम टाइम में सब मिडफील्डर्स इंजर्ड हो जाते हैं चेल्सी के लिए। That's the thing that I don't like. Absolutely, Tuchel is overthinking like Pep. Yeah, that's a possibility. I don't disagree with that at all. Matata United. Okay, so I think I totally forgot. I think Fateh wanted to come on for a few minutes, but I totally missed his message. अरे भाई फतेह, आप पता नहीं देख रहे हो कि नहीं? But let me send it anyway. I know that probably it's very late in the night. It's almost 1:45, but hopefully I'm sending the link. You come on. Let's see again. भाई आप chat live chat में बता दिया करो यार, content creators or anyone, because sometimes what happens is I may not check my message while going live, and managing multiple things. But again, much love. ओके भाई, आइजैक कल जो खेला अपने टीम के अगेंस्ट, ही हैज अ थिंग टू प्रूव इन द प्रीमियर लीग। वेल, आइजैक इज गुड, ओनली थिंग उसको प्रूव करना है इफ ही इज विद बिग टॉल डिफेंडर्स। हाँ, वर्जिल वैन डाइक है, व्हाई डोंट यू काइंड ऑफ कंपेयर दैट, आप बोलोगे, लेकिन वर्जिल वैन डाइक इज नॉट योर फिजिकल डिफेंडर रियली। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट कमिंग अगेंस्ट अ टारकाउस्की, कमिंग अगेंस्ट बेबी अ डैन बर्न। तब डैन बर्न तो खुद के टीम में डैन बर्न भी बोल सकता, लेकिन यू नो व्हाट आई मीन, राइट? वन Aditya Willian has come to Fulham after breaking the contract of Corinthians again, after he broke the contract with Arsenal. Yes, you can say it's for his personal ambition, लेकिन for his restaurant as well, जो है लंदन में। और yes, by the way, people join कर लिए भाई, like दबा दीजिए please. Let's hit the like button, and आप ये भी बोलिए which is that transfer which is like wow bonkers आप जा रहे हो for the next couple of hours, or what has been bonkers for you आज के दिन में। Newcastle was unlucky that added time helped rest. मैं तो directly post किया, मैं को छुपाऊंगा भी नहीं। People saying that Newcastle wasted time, भाई in the 90 minutes that is always on. It is part of the game. It is negative. It's not really great. Ethically आप बोल सकते हो, लेकिन come on, ethically football सोचने लगे तो भाई हो गया बस कल्याण। भाई it is part of football. That is why you have stoppage time. Stoppage time में you are supposed to add that, और stoppage time में भी you are getting 3 extra minutes. It's a bit too much in my opinion. लेकिन you have to give it to Liverpool. Liverpool गई till the last moment. They did not give up. Or that is what maybe a team like a Chelsea, or maybe a team like Manchester United or Leicester have to learn. Good signing by Chelsea, अंकित भाई, बिल्कुल। आथर को कमल के फूल की तरह रखना पड़ेगा, कहीं उसको भी इंजरी ना हो जाए। अगेन वो भी मतलब आई डोंट थिंक इज टोटली फिट 100%, लेकिन आई थिंक इतना फुटबॉल नहीं खेला, आई थिंक विल बी फाइन, विल बी लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू द फुटबॉल। आई से सो, but tactic बहुत strong है यार, बिल्कुल यार। Virgil van Dijk is one of the best defenders of all time. Again, one of them बोलूंगा, I won't get into controversy of the best. According to me, not the best, you know भाई, लेकिन भाई he is definitely one of them, 100%. Newcastle was lucky that time, यार वो तुम पढ़ लिया था। Again मैं यहाँ पे रिफ्रेश करते भाई, रिफ्रेश बटन भाई। Casemiro is coming on for Manchester United. Finally 59th मिनट में आया भाई Casemiro. What do you think about that? Still अभी 1-0 है, Manchester United beating by Leicester. I don't know man, what is about Liverpool Manchester United getting those extra points? मैं Chelsea fan में सोच रहा हूँ अभी, लेकिन the fact is कैसेमिरो इज द फर्स्ट सब जो आए हैं, जस्ट टू लेट यू नो. मैं सिर्फ देख रहा हूँ वापस से if I have an update on the substitutions. I think he's the only substitution, right? They have 3 yellow cards here, Manchester United. Okay, interesting. Lisandro, Tyrell Malacia and Diogo Dalot are all carded. चलो कोई नहीं. Ankit, will our tiny Martinez be able to handle giant Haaland? देखो यार, अच्छा प्लेयर है, आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग दैट, हैविंग वॉच्ड अ लॉट ऑफ डच फुटबॉल. लेकिन अगेन देयर कम्स अ पॉइंट जहां पर आपको पता है भाई ही मे नॉट बी द बेस्ट डील. आई थिंक द एग्जांपल वाज अगेंस्ट ब्रेंटफोर्ड. दैट इज व्हाट यू वुड से, राइट? Okay, Fateh is here. Fateh, if you can just switch on your camera just for a second, bro, in backstage, and of course, ideally, if you can just keep your camera switched on for a few minutes, it'll be fantastic. But हाँ, अगर आप कैमरा दिखा दो मुझे, आपका चेहरा दिखा दो, अच्छा रहेगा. I hope you can do that. Let me just message. Okay, again, people in the by panel जो भी आते हैं यार, the reason I'm asking you to show your face in the backstage is because of what happened to me in the past. Again, चलो फतेह दिख गया, चलो nice. तो फतेह, I'll get you on in just a minute. Casemiro debut, नहीं Casemiro last match also he came on, but let's add on Fateh. Hey Fateh, bro, what's up? Long time no see.
What's up, man? Such a busy transfer market or the transfer deadline day for you Chelsea boys.
Oh, it needed to be, right? Because हमने outgoing से ज़्यादा focus किया था last few weeks में, right?
I don't know. I think you kept saying that, Barcelona this, Barcelona that. Now I'm starting to believe that it was a friendly match between Barcelona and Chelsea all along. And I think they've gained as much as you've gained in the end. So was it?
देखो मतलब you can argue that, लेकिन मतलब okay, everyone in the chat आप लोग भी बोलिए, who has had the better transfer window, Barcelona or Chelsea? I would say strongly Barcelona, because देखिए they have won over transfer battles जो है ना अपने between Barcelona and Chelsea. That was for real. We actually had transfer battles. वहां पर बार्सिलोना ने अपर हैंड ले लिया है with a Rafinha, with a Dembele, with a Kunde और with a Lewandowski. चारों ही battles they won. I know directly हमने bid नहीं किया था चारों के लिए, but in 2 cases we directly were fighting with them in the transfer market, I mean, right? तो वहां पर they won, plus the fact that I think they have also already got Christensen from us on a free. ठीक है, Christensen has actually started well. हाँ, we have got Aubameyang from them, and they've got Alonso as well. तो देखिए, technically speaking,
but Ankit, Barca were also interested in Kalidou Koulibaly.
And and Azpilicueta.
Yeah, and in the end, I think those are the two defenders who are probably superior to Kunde and the rest. I mean, I think Azpilicueta is, he's your club captain. He's a fighter.
In terms of leadership and what he gives to Chelsea, yeah, I can hear you.
And that fact that you got Koulibaly, and I don't think you were openly out for Lewandowski or any of those guys. So I think
नहीं actually Tuchel का तो पहला option Lewandowski होता है यार फतेह, क्योंकि यार again having seen him with close quarters in Germany, he wanted that. लेकिन Lewandowski ने पहले ही सबसे क्लियर कर दिया था ना, मुझे अगर जाना है, मुझे बारसा जाना है, तो मतलब he didn't even open talks. That is what problem was. इंटरेस्ट तो डेफिनेटली था, लेकिन ये फतेह ओपी एब्सोल्युटली. एंड फतेह भाई, मतलब आप आ गए, आई नो वी आर डूइंग अ वॉच अलोंग एंड वेल एज डूइंग अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. I wanted some opinion from you on Denis Zakaria. We've got him on loan with an option to buy at 30 million pounds after just 1 year in Juventus.
So I think he's not even been there for a year. I think he was there for 7 months. He came in Jan. He came for 2 million or something like that. And initially when he came, because the Juve midfield was really struggling, the first 6 months, they were not really clicking.
Right.
There was a lot of criticism of Allegri. And so when initially Zakaria came, I think we all saw that Juve's midfield improved. But after that, I think maybe he was in and out of the team due to injuries. So, we didn't really see whether he was, I see that question. And yeah, so I don't think Zakaria's true sort of potential sort of came out at Juve. So I think let's see what he's really made of, right now.
Yeah. Well, you're right. Same with Arthur, you can argue. Like
Arthur's been bad. Arthur's been really bad.
Bad.
He's not
bad
been
news
good.
Liverpool fans के लिए.
Yeah, I mean, he's not been, he's not somebody, and they made that deal. They lost Pjanic. Pjanic was a very important part of the Juve midfield. Pjanic went to Barcelona. That move didn't work out for him. Arthur has just not worked out for Juve. So you can ask any Juve fan. That was not a good deal that they made. Correct. And they lost a leader in their central midfield, because Pjanic was that kind of guy, So okay, he was aged or whatever, but yeah, Arthur is a deal that didn't work out for Juve. I think
But
Zakaria was
again, it's a loan option. वहाँ तो option भी नहीं है
yeah,
buy के लिए. तो it's clear that Liverpool have so many injuries just like Chelsea. वही है, Chelsea, Liverpool
yeah,
are more like हमारे पास है midfielders, लेकिन हमारी midfield almost मरी हुई in terms of forward passes नहीं होते और proper DM नहीं है. तो वहां पर मे बी एक we wanted De Jong who could do both the things. Frenkie De
yeah,
Jong,
yeah,
he was not
exactly.
available. So in the end, we actually wanted Ajax के basically Edson Alvarez who could have been the deal really. लेकिन he was not available. Then probably we went for Ibrahim Sangare from PSV. वो भी PSV ने मना कर दिया. Then finally we went for Zakaria on a loan with option to buy. आर्थर का मे बी आप यू कैन करेक्ट मी फतेह, लेकिन आपको नहीं लगता आर्थर when he came to Juve ऐसा लग रहा था भाई it can be a like for Pjanic, but it turned out to be more like a Jorginho in terms of the gameplay.
I don't even think he turned out to be Jorginho. I mean, there were moments when Arthur would try something and he would make two good moves, and then there would be one very bad move he'd make in a match, and suddenly you'd be looking like, because see, look, for all the criticism that Jorginho gets, there's still certain things that he can do well. I think with Arthur,
Right, of
nothing has
course.
worked out.
Like
Yeah,
pressure, मतलब when pressed, he's
exactly.
actually one who's underrated big time. When pressed, he keeps possession still, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, with Arthur, it didn't work out at all. Now, yeah, somebody said, maybe he'll work out in Klopp's system. I don't even think he was that good at Barcelona, in the sense that, yeah, everybody hoped that there would be something, but it didn't turn out to be that. And
Mm-hmm.
at Juve, the big criticism right now is whether is it the personnel, is it the players, or is it Allegri whose tactics are outdated? Because a lot of criticism is now coming Allegri's way. So, I think let's see how it goes under Klopp. If he does well under Klopp, then obviously, we can probably look at Allegri and say that it was his tactics that so many midfielders struggled there.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I think Casemiro is a brilliant signing for Manchester United, in my opinion. Again, मैं काफी surprised हूँ कि आज शुरू ने किया Just Villa and Matar United. And yes, people, let's get to 50 likes right away. Hopefully, you can share the stream in your socials. Check managing Barca tweet LOL. देखते क्या आया भाई. यहाँ पर काफी काइंड ऑफ बैंटर चल रहा है यार अपने कमेंट्स में आजकल बिटवीन बारसा एंड अदर फैंस. बट अगेन यार, मच लव टू एवरीवन हु इज हियर. देखिए, मैनेजिंग बारसा मैं देख रहा हूँ क्या आया यार. यहाँ तो कुछ और ऐड आया, देखते हैं. मैं एक सेकंड. देयर इज नो सरप्राइज साइनिंग. पता नहीं यार ये क्या हो रहा है यार. आज वो ये डेडलाइन डे में थोड़ा सा हाइप कर देते हैं, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट. लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम चेल्सी की तो एक्चुअली हाइप जरूरत भी है विद द न्यूज.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'm going to come to other clubs as well. By the way, यहाँ पर एक और free kick मिला लेस्टर को. भाई लेस्टर looking like they probably deserve a goal, to be honest, the way they have been dominating the second half. लेकिन ये है, there is no surprise signing for Barcelona. ठीक है. ये देखो, ये जेरार्ड रोमेरो देखिए, मतलब इतना टाइम पास क्यों कर रहे हो भाई. मतलब देखिए, I know that you get things right, Gerard Romero, and I know that. But do you really need to say that pizzas are being delivered to Camp Nou offices as a, and ये managing Barca उसको tweet कर रहे हैं. मतलब really? Fateh, comments.
I don't know. I mean, there were some comments about, like I
मतलब
said,
height of होता ना मतलब I have to say wannabe यार. Wannabe is the name that I get.
absolutely.
Come
I
on,
think
man.
that's where they
This is,
enjoy. A lot of people enjoy
me
that.
as a content creator who actually wants to grow would not do that. He is someone who's already super popular. Come on, man. Pizzas are being, मतलब ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया यार. मतलब I know comedy, but still, man. बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. They are funny. Maybe वो ये comedy के लिए करते होंगे यार, I'm guessing. But again, he gets things right, so we can say that. Who will pay for that? Probably उन्होंने किया था भाई. बिल किसको जाए in terms of the pizza anyway. भाई ये गोल है, देख लो. कौन सा गोल है यार. गोल तो नहीं हुआ. अच्छा, he's saying that it'll be a goal. It was a free kick. Gotta terminate someone's contract. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, coming to basically the point जो Fateh is here for, man. Fateh, बता दो यार, मतलब come on, इंटर मिलान क्या देख रहे हो भाई. वेरी डिससैटिस्फाइड और सैटिस्फाइड दैट स्क्रीनियर को एटलीस्ट रख पाए.
No, it's been a bad market overall. Skriniar, yes, we wanted to keep him, but then we lost Bremer to our rivals. We lost Dybala to a club that's now going to be our rivals. Probably they're top of the table right
And
now, Roma.
you know what, Dybala is looking a deal, yeah. Let me tell you.
Yeah, absolutely. And like both these players, they wanted to play for Inter. They were waiting for Inter, and then Inter, flopped. And we went for Lukaku, or Lakaka, as you guys are calling him, and he's already out injured. He's not looked good at all in preseason. The 3 games he's played, he's been bad.
He's
It's
he's
not
so misfit, right? He's not fit enough.
he's not fit enough. No, but there are certain things that he does in that link up with Lautaro that are still very good. They have that understanding, but it's so
Yeah.
clear right now from looking at him in preseason and these first 3 games that at least the Lukaku that played under Conte, with the way that we played under Conte, at least that's not going to happen, and that's really disappointing that we've the kind of wages that he's at. So, but okay, and now he's injured, so I don't think he's going to play in September. We've just got October left. In November, you've got the World Cup. So it's really not looking good. And these other signings, I mean, we got Mkhitaryan, he got out injured. So that's also not looking good. So absolutely, I mean, I think this has been a bad market for Inter Milan. Really bad
Yeah. By
market.
the way, shout out to Abhishek यार. Abhishek है हमारे Almighty board member. Definitely when it comes to Almighty Blues FC. तो भाई sorry to late join it. Absolutely no worries bro. Abhishek, लेकिन breaking news. I hope you got all the news. हमने 2 streams किए आज. बहुत लंबे लंबे streams थे दोनों, क्योंकि इतने सारे news थे. Lukaku injury. I feel so sorry भाई. मुझे पता है अभिषेक what is actually meaning there. But यार let's not wish an injury man, whatever it is. लेकिन देखिए यार अभिषेक, आपके लिए क्या है, which has been the biggest transfer for Chelsea this season? Would you still say Abhishek in the chat, or any Chelsea fans, or even मैं फतेह से भी पूछता हूँ, Chelsea have not looked good, Fateh, even on on the pitch. We have not looked good. Yes,
Yeah.
हम Spurs के साथ काफी अच्छा किए थे, लेकिन we were against Anthony Taylor, so we were playing against 12 men, so referee had otherwise. लेकिन apart from that, we have not looked good. Maybe you can say against Leicester, लेकिन जिस प्रकार Leicester खेली है, they are probably relegation favorites along with Southampton, and in Southampton हमने हगा. Lekin Sterling has still got 3 goals despite not being a proper centre forward.
Yeah.
And Pulisic has not looked his part at all. Rather, he's not even wanting to play almost. Very, very bad, in fact. ठीक है, Ziyech इतने देर से हो रहा था मिलान जाएगा या बेसिकली अयाक्स जाएगा. बहुत सारे अभी तक मे बी ट्रांसफर विंडो वाज द रीजन. कुलिबाली वाज सेंट ऑफ, गैलेगर वाज सेंट ऑफ, लेकिन we've got Koulibaly, we've got Sterling, we've got Kukurea, of course, like we've got Fofana now. So हमारी backline is looking much better on paper. We have to do better. लेकिन now with Aubameyang coming in, having seen Aubameyang as well, much Fateh, what do you think, man? मतलब I know he's injured for the timing for the next 4-5 weeks after what happened to him personally. लेकिन क्या लगता है, will he be able to
I
be that man which Lukaku wasn't?
I think so, because I honestly didn't think that Aubameyang would have been that much of a success at Barca, and he was. He was really good. So I think he'll do well at Chelsea. He knows Tuchel. They've I think worked together at Dortmund, so I think that'll help. I think you're also getting Memphis, or I don't know, like
हाँ, अभी तक वो चल ही रहा है, उसके लिए वेट कर रहा हूँ, इसलिए मैं लाइव कर रहा हूँ अभी तक, simply put, because
exactly.
I'm
So
still again, I would not say I'm hoping or expecting it, but I
you know
will take him any day.
Absolutely, because if you look at that early part of Barcelona season last year, I think the only player who was working was oh wow, Ori. So the only player who was working was Memphis and maybe De Jong. So so that was these will be two, as we called it in
Yeah,
Italy,
until they make
colpa di
changes. Yeah. That's a
mercato.
brilliant comment यार. मतलब फतेह, मैंने सोचा नहीं, क्योंकि Memphis technically, yes, he also misses chances, but
Yeah,
he was technically the highest goal scorer last season. So you have a point certainly. और in world football, अगर by the way यार, people यहाँ पर आप देखिए Manchester United defending for the lives, और Dalo और Lisandro Martinez, if I'm not wrong, were celebrating as though they scored a Champions League winner. No two ways about it. Manchester United fans, no pun intended, but Ronaldo is on. But yeah, Memphis का मैं क्या बोल रहा था, देखिए द फैक्ट दैट अगर वो आता है, probably Timo Werner we let go, and that is the closest element that maybe Tuchel will use him as, right?
exactly, absolutely. And I think Memphis has this ability to, drift in, drift out. He can play on the wings. He can play as a center forward too. So I think he's a very versatile player, like you said, Timo Werner. So yeah, absolutely. I think this will be a good move. And look, I think it's still very early days for everybody. Even at Inter, even at Chelsea. I mean, yes, you're not looking good. We are not looking good. But who's really looking good? I mean, Bayern Munich lost the match too. Who's looking good right now? Okay, City, but then Arsenal, and that's come on. I mean, that's not going to last surely. So I'm like I
Oh
think
my god, man, that's interesting from a neutral, and I like that
yeah.
though. Yeah, please
Yeah,
continue.
absolutely. And so I think let's just go easy on the clubs and the coaches just yet. I
Okay,
think we'll probably see a true picture in January. Because I think look at the muddle that the fixture list is, the fixture
World Cup.
congestion right now. Yeah, so I think this is going to be one of those weird seasons. But
लेकिन वही है
yeah,
ना, मतलब यही है, वो जनवरी तक as in the points are going to be dropped every moment. अभी भी if I'm actually seeing, we are already far off the pace from Arsenal. We cannot afford to lose or draw even a single game if they continue winning. But yeah, I'll just take a couple of comments, bro. I'm happy with every signing except Zakaria, just cause it's unknown territory. Maybe panicking cause of the midfield injury crisis. Zakaria, I know injury से आ रहे थे Juventus को, लेकिन in Juventus I don't think he's been as injured. Let me put that as well. Again, maybe they have a too many midfielder kind of a uh, there with Allegri. I think that is the reason they're letting him. I don't think he's a bad player.
I think one of the interesting things about Juve is this youngster Miretti who's just come out of nowhere, and
Okay.
he's become a starter. And he's a youth product, I think, for Juve. And there's another one, I think I've forgotten his name, Fagelli, I think. So I think they're keeping these youngsters, and
Yeah,
suddenly,
pre-season mein, I think they played, if I'm not wrong, in Barca as well.
exactly. And Miretti played against Roma and he was actually very good. So, suddenly in
Mm-hmm.
midfield, they have Rabiot, Locatelli, Miretti, Pogba, and I think they've got Paredes from PSG. So, absolutely, I think they wanted to create space. And, that's why I think Zakaria and Arthur are out. But again, Zakaria was still good for Juve. Arthur, on the other hand, no.
Yeah. By the way, Ankit, my question to Fateh, if Nunes wasn't suspended, अगर वो Manchester United के against खेलता तो क्या result कुछ और आता? We didn't lose if he was there. Yeah. What about Darwin Nunes? यार, मतलब he has looked good
Yeah.
in moments, but very very rash. जो red card मिला था, I don't know if you got a chance to see that. But
Yes, I
क्या
saw that.
लगता है भाई, Darwin Nunes, is he the real deal जो hype किया था in terms of the price that they paid Liverpool?
I think so. I think considering how attacking Liverpool are at times, I think he will score goals. I don't think he'll flop. A lot of people were saying the same about Haaland as well, and look at him. Like, I mean,
Oh, Haaland, man, he scored
uh,
triple the amount of goals that Chelsea and scored, I think, if I'm not wrong, or double at
exactly.
least.
So I think, yeah, Nunez. And look, I think Liverpool and with Klopp, he's good with these young players. I mean, they'll give him time. It's not as if he needs to prove everything right off the bat. So I think, yeah, I think Nunez will be okay. Whether they would have won the game against Manchester United, these derbies, sometimes it's not even about who's stronger on paper, who's stronger on the pitch. Sometimes it's just heart. And I think that was a game where Manchester United needed to give something extra, whereas
Yeah,
Liverpool were probably not in a crisis. So yeah, absolutely.
right. By the way, I'm just checking out more कुछ आया है क्यों news भाई, ये refresh करते रहो when it comes to basically this day, that is deadline day we are talking. And again, people, again, much love to everyone who's come here. I cannot thank you enough. And again, yes, Fateh, this stuff. So hopefully, Fateh, we'll have you on again when we do World Cup talks जो है अब अपना pending, and as well as UCL is starting, bro. By the way, this weekend there's a Milan derby. We have to talk about that. Fateh, are you free tomorrow? We are doing a live stream, hopefully, but daytime, I think you probably are not free, right? Generally.
Daytime, not yeah,
Yeah,
daytime,
no
no.
problem, no problem. We'll do it in evening generally. लेकिन हाँ, we do a weekend preview, right? So, but what is your take quickly on the Milan derby? The way things are going, Milan, AC Milan. Also, I'm not too convinced with the signings, but the fact that we didn't let go Leao, I know Chelsea ने की थी bid, but
Yeah,
I would still take it. But what do you think? I mean, AC Milan looking formidable with Giroud starting.
Giroud starting, and the new boy, the Belgian kid, De
Yeah,
Ketelaere.
Charles Ketelaere, is he not too weak though? Well, I like his skills, but is
Yeah,
he not too weak physically?
but I think he has age on his side, and Pioli will
Yeah.
give him time. It's a very young squad, like I keep saying, and they're very settled right now. And Giroud is on form. And
Yeah.
look, I know that they've dropped two matches, they've had draws, but those are generally grounds where all teams struggle, like
Oh
Atalanta
yes.
away,
In fact, we
Sassuolo away.
Manio save a penalty, dude, against
Yeah, yeah,
Sassuolo,
yeah,
no? So I think
exactly.
वहाँ
So
पर तो I was happy that at least we got a draw. To be very
got a
honest.
draw. So I do think,
Exactly.
and I think Milan will be probably the favorites for this game because Inter have really not looked good, and it's clear that losing Perisic has really affected Inter. Lukaku's out injured; he's not looked good anyway. So it's going to be a big, very difficult game. But I'm calling a 1-1 draw.
1-1 ड्रॉ एंड यस अभिषेक, मैंने आपका दोनों कमेंट्स पढ़ा है, बिल्कुल यार, बिल्कुल आई नो, आई वाज इन द सेम बोट ब्रो, माय एफपीएल आई वाज डूइंग, लेकिन मैं क्विक रिएक्शन आपसे चाहता हूं बिफोर यू गो फतेह अबाउट डेस्ट, बिकॉज दे ऑलरेडी हैव अ कलाब्रिया, दे ऑलरेडी हैव अ फ्लोरेंसी, तो
But
वेयर विल
Florenzi's
डेस्ट फिट?
out injured. Florenzi picked up an injury. He'll be out for the next 2 months, maybe even more. So
हाँ ओके, बट
Dest
स्टिल
comes in as the Calabria. Dest and Calabria will now be the starters.
रोटेट.
Florenzi
ओके.
probably this year. This year he's already out. And Look, I think Dest has all the qualities to actually get into that team. I mean, he'll have his opportunities, and I think it's a very favorable deal too. For Milan. I mean, it's not an obligation; it's an option to buy. So
Yeah,
I think
20
it's a
million
favorable
euros
deal.
for such a youngster who's
Yeah,
probably having a higher ceiling than the
yeah,
current players.
absolutely.
100% मैं अग्री करता हूँ, बट वही है, मतलब यहाँ पर वही टॉकिंग अबाउट यंगस्टर, वी आर लेटिंग गो बिली गिलमोर यार, काफी डिसअपॉइंटेड हूँ. इट्स 10 मिलियन पीनट्स मैन, आई कांट इवन बिलीव इट. अगेन
You
मैं
know the thing in what everybody's been talking about with Chelsea, and I think Fofana and all that probably the most informed French centre back right now is Kululu, and obviously you've lost Tomori, and they both play for AC Milan. So the joke going on was that why didn't Chelsea go for somebody like Tomori, or like why did you lose him, and now you're saying that you're losing
ओ
Billy
या
Gilmour. So I mean that sort of has to hurt somewhere.
या द यंगस्टर, लेकिन वही है ना, एवरी यंगस्टर कैन नॉट बी अ रीस जेम्स
Cannot
लेवल,
play.
लाइक नो डिसरिस्पेक्ट, लेकिन मैं
Yeah.
अभी भी बोलता हूँ भाई, टोमोरी, अगेन मे बी फतेह डिसएग्री करे, मे बी आप लोग डिसएग्री करो, लेकिन फॉर मी आई डोंट थिंक टोमोरी इज बेटर देन कुलिबाली, सिंपली
No,
पुट.
no, absolutely not. But then, this was a in-house, like that deal that you
हाँ,
made where you sort of
the
lost
entire
him.
business that we've gone, like
Yeah,
वही ना,
I mean,
context is important. उस समय क्या था, हमारे पास
yeah,
रुडिगर और टोमोरी बहुत नाखुश थे, उन्हें इतने मिनट्स ही मिल रहे थे, एंड वी
huh,
वर इन पीक कोविड टाइम. तो उस समय
yeah, yeah,
ऑफर आया मिलान से, वी गॉट टेम्प्टेड, वी शुड हैव पुट अ बाय बैक, सिंपल एज दैट, व्हिच
yeah.
वी डिड
Some
नॉट.
buyback clause could have been there. Absolutely,
एग्जैक्टली.
absolutely. Yep.
बट लुक एट दिस पीपल, यान वर्तोंगन, यहाँ पर कुछ न्यूज आया है, लेट मी अगेन शेयर इट. यान वर्तोंगन बेसिकली हैज मूव्ड ऑन, यस भाई. तो ही विल नॉट बी देयर फॉर बेनफिका दिस सीजन, द चैंपियंस लीग. दैट्स नॉट गुड, आई
Well,
नो ऑटोमेंट इज स्टिल देयर, लेकिन दैट्स इंटरेस्टिंग मैन. अगेन टाइम, एवरीवन हैज अ टाइम लाइन यार. वो हो गया यान वर्तोंगन का, मे बी आई एम गेसिंग दैट. रीस जेम्स बोलते भाई, मैं रीस जेम्स बोलूंगा क्योंकि ही इज फॉर मी द बेस्ट राइट बैक, just ahead of Trent in terms of defensive ability, or in terms of Kyle Walker, is he's equal. But all three are absolutely fantastic in my opinion. So I know Fateh, you have to be off, bro, for now. But again, love talking to you as always. And yes,
absolutely,
people,
man.
Fateh OP ho jaya chat mein sab log.
Done, man.
Everyone will
Thank
see.
you so much. And let's do that World Cup thing, like
Oh हाँ,
after
तो
maybe.
again September has begun, so let me
Yeah,
prepare and come back. वही end of September is what I'm targeting
yeah.
people.
Done,
भाई
bro.
लेकिन
Done.
maybe mid September तो हम बात करेंगे बहुत. Let's see. चलो
And
मिलते
let's
हैं,
hope
डाबी
you
में
guys
मिलते हैं
get
यार इस weekend.
Memphis. Done, done, done.
Yeah, definitely.
Good night,
Hope
man.
so.
Good night.
Bye. Good night, Fateh. And yes, Fateh Khuda Hafiz बोल रहे शायद. Thanks. Tomori never had a below average game, but somehow we end up. अभिषेक, आई लव यू ब्रो, एब्सोल्युटली ब्रो, लेकिन वही है अभिषेक, अब मैं बोलना चाहूंगा सर्टेन गेम ही में, मुझे याद है एग्जैक्टली, मुझे याद है. देयर वर 2 गेम्स, ठीक है. एक है अगेंस्ट लिवरपूल, यस आप बोलोगे वी वर इन अंडर 10 men, वहां पर खेला था. टोमोरी हैड अ बैड सेकंड हाफ. सेकेंडली एक मैं बोलूंगा, एक और गेम मैं बोलूंगा, दिस वाज टॉटनहम हॉटस्पर के साथ था, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, और वेस्ट हैम था. आई थिंक इट वाज अ कैराबाओ कप गेम. उन्होंने बेसिकली एक गोल डायरेक्टली दिया था, बट नॉट जस्ट दैट, ही मेड टू मेनी मिस्टेक्स. और यहाँ पर टॉक अबाउट मिस्टेक्स, लेस्टर ऑलमोस्ट मेड दैट. तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज टोमोरी विद हिज पेस कवर्ड अ लॉट, जैसे जुमा करते हैं नो. लेकिन इन टर्म्स ऑफ रीडिंग द गेम, इफ यू सी वीक इन वीक आउट ऑन मिलान, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर आप भी फॉलो करते हो, अभी भी उनके पास मिस्टेक्स. टॉक अबाउट बेसिकली चैंपियंस लीग गेम्स अगेंस्ट लिवरपूल. I know I'm judging him at the very top level क्योंकि as a Chelsea, if you would like to get a starting minute at Chelsea week in week out, जो वो चाह रहे थे at that time, you have to be that good, bro. That's simple. इसलिए मैंने डायरेक्टली बोला, is Tomori better than Koulibaly right now? Yes, दोनों ही mistakes करते हैं, लेकिन Koulibaly is probably what I would go with. Uh, Again, we made a mistake. 100% agree. We should have had a buyback. No two ways about it. Did you see Romero's tweet 1 hour ago? He said it's Thomas Muller. Oh wow, no. Muller is the most respected player after Neuer and Ascor. We won't. Yeah, बिल्कुल यार. Muller तो नहीं जाने वाले यार. Come on, he's Mr. Bayern. Like हम Reece James और Mason Mount के बारे में बोलते हैं. Can be better attacker, but defensive ability nowhere near Reece James. बिल्कुल exactly. Again, attacking wise, I can say Trent is far better. लेकिन यार आप पहले राइट बैक हो. That's what मैं देखता हूँ. भाई ये एक सेकंड, मेरा टीवी बंद होने वाला है, तो मैं कुछ बटन दबाता हूँ ऑटोमेटिकली, कोई नहीं. अरे व्हाट अ बाइसिकल किक, और ऑलमोस्ट गोल हो गया यार. रोनाल्डो डूइंग अ बाइसिकल किक, ही वांटेड टू डू अ मेसी जो हुआ था रिसेंट वीक्स में. आई नो रोनाल्डो ऑब्वियसली डन दैट इन द पास्ट, मैन नहीं करना, कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ ढंग से, लेकिन कोई नहीं. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आई थिंक दैट्स द मेन थिंग. एब्सोल्युटली शायद भाई शायद आप बोलिए यार, लेकिन आपको क्या लग रहा है, गट फीलिंग बोलिए, अगेन ऑपोजिशन फैंस आप लोग भी बोल सकते हैं। लिवरपूल गॉट दैट विक्ट्री लास्ट नाइट, इज इट अ स्टार्ट ऑफ थिंग्स टू कम? क्योंकि यार यू नो व्हेन लिवरपूल गेट दैट लास्ट मिनट विनर्स, एक होता है, एक एडफील्ड में एटमॉस्फेयर बन जाता है, एंड देन दे काइंड ऑफ गो वीक इन वीक आउट। लास्ट सीजन आप लोग ने सबने देखा था द वे दे वेंट टिल द एंड। इज दैट और इज जस्ट अ वन ऑफ? व्हाट डू यू थिंक शायद एंड एवरीवन इन द चैट अबाउट लिवरपूल? लेकिन अगेन मैं देख रहा हूँ और कुछ आया है कि नहीं फेब्रिशियो से या जेरार्ड रोमेरो और Di Marzio, David Johnston say, "Oh my God, Manchester United should have scored." You know, Leicester have literally slept in the last 5-10 minutes. Leicester had a good start to the second half, but now no, it's all Manchester United. Okay, Southampton have made a new signing, a youngster from City, and यहाँ पे okay, let me see. Yeah, Nottingham Forest have agreed. भाई Nottingham Forest क्या पागलपंती की है यार? Is it like they are like, no man, let's just change our entire squad. We need an entire new squad. I know that it's a free agent that they've signed now, but still, man, the Serge Aurier, it depends on visa and work permit. यार थोड़ा सरप्राइज नहीं है? Wasn't he playing in England before? एक्सपायर हो गया क्या उनका वर्क परमिट? इंटरेस्टिंग, हाँ, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है। लेकिन व्हाट डू यू थिंक पीपल, वेयर आर नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट हेडिंग टुवर्ड्स? Wow. Espanyol have confirmed that Martin Braithwaite has signed on a free transfer. Obviously, he had terminated the Barca contract, from what I remember. Justin Kluivert is now in Valencia to sign on loan with 15 million. Okay, from Roma. Wow. Interesting that. And yes, Ainsley Maitland-Niles actually joined Southampton on loan with an option to buy from Arsenal. And yes, Chelsea and Juventus have signed contracts, people, for Denis Zakaria and Zaha signed the documents too. हो गया है फॉर्मल। तो भाई ओबामयांग और जकारिया दोनों हो गए। आप बोलिए यहाँ पर अगेन पैनिक बाइज, अगेन ओबामयांग हैज बीन गोइंग ऑन फॉर अ व्हाइल, जकारिया यू कैन आर्ग्यू यस, लेकिन यहाँ पर पैनिक भाई मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड क्या पैनिक करेगी? 0-1 है अभी भी, लेकिन लेस्टर हैव टू स्टार्ट अगेन अटैकिंग, दे नीड सम अटैक। No problem, Jaswala. Again, thanks for coming on. Always love the fact that Chelsea fans still remember me. I hope you do, and you get more people next time along as well. Thanks, big up, absolutely, Jaswala OP. Big upgrade for Braithwaite. Oh my God. मुदित इन फॉर्म यार, क्या बोलूं यार, मुदित कम ऑन यार, इतना भी मत करा करिए भाई, लोग भाग जाएंगे बारसा फैंस मेरे चैट से। लेकिन मुदित, आई नो दैट आप जोक कर रहे हो, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट, दे आर नॉट दैट बैड बार्सिलोना। लेकिन अगेन वो बेंच पर थे वहां पर और खुद भी फिट नहीं रहा करते थे, दैट्स आल्सो वन पॉइंट मैं बोलना चाहूंगा एब्सोल्युटली। लेकिन पीपल ओबामयांग रीयूनाइटिंग विद थॉमस टुकल, मतलब व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग देयर? मतलब इज इट समथिंग जो हम एक्सपेक्ट करें ज्यादा? अगेन अ स्ट्राइकर कम्स, और व्हाट नंबर इज ओबामयांग गोइंग टू टेक एट चेल्सी? Abhishek, Jashwala, if you're still there, and any Chelsea fans in the house or even neutrals, आप बोलिए Aubameyang which number should he take at Chelsea? 21 signing, yes. The manager Steve Cooper is a great tactician, he plays great football, but why overall? और वही है ना, if you have come up the championship, don't you have to give them credit for coming up and doing what they did? Unfortunate for them in my opinion. 11 बोल रहे हैं अभिषेक is for what Aubameyang should get. Again मैं चेक कर रहा हूँ what might be available at Chelsea. हाँ, इट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन आउटगोइंग्स थोड़े, लेकिन मिची बाचुआ इज गोइंग राइट। यहाँ पर चेल्सी ऑफिशियली किए भाई, आम्पडू रिटर्न्स टू इटली इज ऑफिशियल लास्ट न्यूज ऑन चेल्सीज वेबसाइट। देखते हैं वापस और क्या आ रहा है। मैं आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग एट द प्लेयर्स एंड स्टाफ फॉर चेल्सी, एंड यस बाय द वे पैटसन डाका इज ऑन फॉर लेस्टर, एंड लेट्स सी इफ दे कैन डू समथिंग। भाई मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड कन्विंसिंग परफॉर्मेंस अभी तक? Obama with 9 नहीं यार, 9 तो नहीं लेने। I think Thomas Tuchel खुद ही नहीं लेने देंगे, सच में बोल रहा हूँ। That's how bad it's been. I know we shouldn't be superstitious, but it is how it's Chelsea, especially you know after Tammy. हाँ, Tammy I don't think it was as bad. Okay, we still have an attack: Sterling, Broja, Ziyech, Havertz, Michy Batshuayi. By the way, Kennedy is going to go. Michy Batshuayi is also going to go. So I think Kai Havertz, Sterling, Broja, Ziyech, Christian Pulisic. अरे 5 ही ऑप्शन है क्या? Am I missing someone? We have Pulisic, we have Sterling, we have Broja, we have Ziyech, we have Havertz. Okay, and of course now Aubameyang comes, and let's see if Depay comes or not. Looks like Depay शायद ही आएंगे यार, मुझे डाउट है Depay का। देखते हैं, it looks like the surprise signing might not happen as things stand. Yes, दिव्यांशु, मैंने दिखाया था मैनेजिंग बारसा का ट्वीट, लेकिन यार दिव्यांशु आप रेट करिए यार, आप खुश हो राइट बैक से? मैं अभी भी बोलता हूँ थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन मार्क है, सच में बोलता हूँ। मतलब अगेन आई एम कंपेयरिंग यू प्लेइंग अ क्वार्टर फाइनल मैच अगेंस्ट से मे बी और इवन अ ग्रुप स्टेज मैच अगेंस्ट बायर्न म्यूनिख। आप सोचिए उस मैच के लिए, डोंट यू थिंक यू आर मिसिंग द राइट बैक? इमेजिन वहां पर लेफ्ट फ्लैंक में बायर्न म्यूनिख क्या कर सकती है उनके लेफ्ट फ्लैंक से. दैट्स द ओनली रीजन आई एम सेइंग. Bellerin is not bad. I know he had a decent season, लेकिन experience भी है. But again, would you be so convinced? Or again, what about the backup or right back? Would you play Araujo or Kunde? Tammy was not bad. Seeing our current situation, he was legendary. बोल दिया आपने. Name sound like Croatian name. How can yeah? तो यहाँ पर मैं बोलना चाहूंगा ना, देखिए भाई पुलिसिक का है द बैकग्राउंड इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. और ये एक और चीज मैं बोलना चाहूंगा, लॉट ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलियंस, मार्क विडुका वाज एन एग्जांपल, लॉट ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलियंस आल्सो हैव अ क्रोएशियन नेम. द रीजन बीइंग दैट ऑस्ट्रेलियंस और बेसिकली यूएस में भी काफी लोग आर कमिंग फ्रॉम दैट क्रोएशियन बैकग्राउंड और अदर यूगोस्लावियन बैकग्राउंड ना, दो एंटायर यूगोस्लाविया था ना बैक इन द 90s. तो उनका वो बैकग्राउंड है, तो वो उनका डिसेंट है, उनका एंसेस्ट्री है, तो ही हैज एक्चुअली दैट एज वेल. भैया कहाँ था ना, नो सरप्राइज साइनिंग डेडलाइन डे पे हिस्टोरिकल साइनिंग नहीं होता. हाँ बिल्कुल संजीव, वही है मतलब द फैक्ट दैट कोई आउट गोइंग हो जाता बड़ा तो दैट वाज अ डिफरेंट थिंग, और हो चुका है. अरे भाई ऑलमोस्ट स्कोर्ड मैन, ऑलमोस्ट स्कोर्ड. आई थिंक हो जाता एक और गोल, लेकिन कोई नहीं मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का. लेकिन आई थिंक लेस्टर डिड वेल टू डिफेंड दैट. शायद ओ मैन, क्यों भाई अभिषेक चिल मारा थोड़ा. मच लव टू बोथ ऑफ यू. लेकिन कुंडे एज द राइट बैक इज अ गुड ऑप्शन फॉर बिग गेम्स, अदरवाइज बारसा विल हैव टू डू विद द वंस दैट दे हैव दिस ईयर. फेयर इनफ. ऑलमोस्ट ओन गोल, यही है ओन गोल भाई. एंड व्हाई इज इनाचो डिफेंडिंग? व्हाई इज इनाचो डिफेंडिंग व्हेन लेस्टर आर चेजिंग द गेम? वेरी सरप्राइजिंग मैन. और यहाँ पर रेटिंग देख लेते हैं सब लोग. व्हाट डू यू थिंक, हु इज द मैन ऑफ द मैच? यस 90 मिनट्स हो गए और अभी स्टॉपेज टाइम अभी बाकी है, टेक्निकली मैच हुआ नहीं, बट हु इज द मैन ऑफ द मैच आज के टीम मैच के लिए? आप लोग बोलिए. तो अगेन मैं शेयर करने वाला हूँ, लेट मी जस्ट रिफ्रेश इट वंस मोर जस्ट टू मेक श्योर कि अपनी वेबसाइट क्या दे रही है. आई थिंक ओके. सो भाई मैडिसन आज इतने इफेक्टिव नहीं रखे लगे ना कंपेयर टू बेसिकली लास्ट. आई नो इंजरी के बाद आ रहे बट स्टिल. टीलेमंस पीपल, इज ही प्लेइंग 100%? क्या लग रहा है? आई नो वेबसाइट तो बोल रही है भाई सैंचो को ही देना चाहिए, लेकिन अगेन क्वालिटी वाइज मैच में इतना था ही नहीं. मे बी आप बोल सकते हो लेस्टर की डिफेंस और मे बी सैंचो, दैट्स एट बेस्ट. बट अगेन ऑफ द बेंच मे बी दे डिड अ लॉट, बट अगेन फॉर मी इतना नहीं था. आई वुड नॉट कॉल इट लाइक अ क्लासिक डेफिनेटली. अरे भाई चिल भाई, शायद चिल चिल करो यार. मतलब पीपल लेट्स नॉट गेट पर्सनल मैन, लेट्स नॉट गेट पर्सनल. दैट्स व्हाट मैं विश करूंगा भाई. मच लव टू यू ऑल भाई. एक तो भाई इतने कम लोग होते हैं, आप देखते हो, एंड आई लव एवरी वन आउट ऑफ यू. आई कैन नॉट थैंक ऑल ऑफ यू जो आते हैं ऑन लेट नाइट एंड गिव मी सपोर्ट एंड वाचिंग, बिकॉज अगेन आपको कोई ये नहीं है कि यार करना ही है, बट यू डू इट राइट बिकॉज यू कंसिडर मी एज अ फ्रेंड, यू रिलेट टू मी एंड मे बी यू आर कमिंग. लेकिन उसमें भी इतने कम लोग में आप लड़ोगे तो कैसे लगे? I'm guessing you are just kind of doing a funny banter which is totally fine, but I hope that it's that as well, right? भैया कब तक 1-0 जीतेगा मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड? हर डिफेंस अच्छा करेगी, वो तो होगा ही नहीं यार. इट्स लेस्टर यार, लेस्टर ने आज दिखा दिया. लेस्टर, मैं तो बोलता हूँ यस, आई एम बीइंग वेरी वेरी ऑनेस्ट यहाँ पर, लेस्टर आर रेलेगेशन फेवरेट्स. सच में बोल रहा हूँ. अलॉन्ग विद बोर्नमथ, लेस्टर में बोल रहा हूँ आर रेलेगेशन फेवरेट्स. आप लोग बोलिए इज दैट ट्रू और नॉट? हाँ बिल्कुल यार बिल्कुल. मजाक है. मैं कंसर्न उसलिए होता ना कि यार कम लोग आते हैं, फिर उसमें भी लड़ते हो तो फिर क्या होता है भाई, बाकी लोग भाग जाएंगे और कुछ नहीं है. मतलब हाँ मे बी आई एम थोड़ा बहुत जस्ट बीइंग केयरफुल, बट मच लव टू एवरीवन. एंड ऑफ कोर्स बैंटर तो यार फुटबॉल का पार्ट है, नो टू वेरी अबाउट इट. चलो मैं यहाँ पे देख रहा हूँ और कुछ आया कि नहीं भाई. इंस्टा में कुछ आएगा फेब्रिशियो का? आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग एट इट. आज चेल्सी ने कर दिया बवाल. अगर चेल्सी नहीं होती तो डेडलाइन डे कितना बेकार जाता है यार. आप देखिए चेल्सी और बार्सिलोना, दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड से. ओके अभी ट्रांसफर विंडो ओपन है. आई डोंट नो, मानस का मैंने मैसेज देखा है. अभी ट्रांसफर विंडो इज नॉट ओवर ब्रो, बट एनीवे इट्स ओपन टिल 3:30 AM इन इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम. आर्सेनल हैव नॉट लेफ्ट द नेगोशिएशंस ऑफ डगलस लुइस. आया था पहले 10 मिनट्स में. वाओ. Arsenal will try till the end. People, this is going to happen. Looks like Douglas Luiz, he might do a Saul for Arsenal. Meanwhile, Leicester not doing anything great. यहाँ पर जस्टिन के पास एक था अपॉर्चुनिटी, बट नहीं, ऑफ साइड. दिस इज व्हाट वी आर. आप देखिए भाई आर्सेनल Douglas Luiz. Arsenal have not left the negotiation. Douglas Luiz reports Fabrizio Romano, and Arsenal will try till the end as players camp pushing also with Aston Villa, but Aston Villa still can. By Aston Villa also favorite for relegation. Gerrard for sack क्या बोलते हो शायद? Pretty sure आप बोलोगे Gerrard, Lampard, Rodgers कौन हो रहा है sack? Okay. I would rate Barca windows 9 out of 10. It was very good given the fact that Barca was in such bad economic conditions. Yes, context has to be taken. वही है Chelsea Barca, considering that they had a good transfer window each. Barca were able to remove many deadwoods. Yeah. ETH ऐसे games करता है तो मैं ETH से better coach. मैं बोलूंगा यार players they didn't turn up today. Simply put. लेकिन again win is a win यार. अच्छा काटा अरे यार जेरार्ड रोमेरो बहुत काटा यार पूरा समर भाई व्हेन इट कम्स टू सर्टेन प्लेयर्स एंड सर्टेन क्लब्स लेकिन द गाय हैज गॉट राइट लॉट तो क्रेडिट तो देना पड़ेगा बस उसको आता है हाउ टू काइंड ऑफ गेट दैट फैन फॉलोइंग यार लेट्स जस्ट पुट इट दैट वे बट इज दैट ऑल यस द मैच इज ओवर पीपल फॉर मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड फैंस कांग्रेचुलेशंस बिकॉज यू हैव ओवरटेकन चेल्सी you are now fifth in the table if I'm not wrong or Leicester bottom of the table favorite for relegation or what still let me know in the chat bhai who are your three favorite for relegation or as we go or as we end the stream yes I would like to also know are you expecting a signing for your club or not abhi bhi technically ek aur ghanta baki hai so do you think in that 1 hour is going to happen yes we could be online for one more hour agar aap log la dete ho aur log to we can go live for one more hour agar aap log chahte ho अगेन उसके लिए लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा वी नीड टू गेट टू एटलीस्ट 100 लाइक्स मैन कम ऑन 100 लाइक्स तो बनता ही है इतना तो डेफिनेटली बनता है एंड होपफुली यू कैन शेयर एज वेल लेकिन आप लोग सोलेस परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द फॉक्सेस एब्सोल्यूट हॉरिबल या 100% अग्रीड अभिषेक भैया एक टाइम पे 140k प्लस वाचिंग आया था उसको वाओ वाओ गुड यार मतलब अगेन होपफुली विल गेट 40k वाचिंग वेरी वेरी सून विद ऑल योर हेल्प एज वेल Lekin, the guy knows his stuff, so I will not deny that. Again, we also do know our stuff. I have to say that. Lekin, it's all about what you can do at the end of the day and what you can drive the crowd, or he gets his stuff going, just like Fabrizio does. तो यहाँ पर मैं देख रहा हूँ वापस से एक लास्ट रिफ्रेश हो जाए फेब्रिशियो रोमानो बाय द वे लास्ट स्ट्रीम में लास्ट रिफ्रेश में किया था तो आ गया था डेनिस जकारिया व्हेन आई वाज ऑन टॉक फुटबॉल एचडी बट अगेन होपफुली वी विल बी डन आई अगेन डिपाई टू चेल्सी मुझे लगता है वीक यार सच में बोलता हूँ अगेन होता है तो भाई आई टेक हिम बट इट्स नॉट गुड न्यूज फॉर पुलिसिक अगर होता है तो आई वुड वांट अ सेकंड स्ट्राइकर लेकिन ब्रोया के लिए भी अच्छा नहीं है तो आई थिंक यू नो व्हाट एज मच एज मैं सोचो डच प्लेयर आ जाए एक एटलीस्ट बट नो आई थिंक टू बी फेयर डिपाई नहीं आएगा I won't blame Romero because he can only report, but it's basically the rules that have forced Barca not to sign that players. If I have to blame, I would blame La Liga and the pathetic FFP rules. Fair enough. Again, there's a lot that we can discuss, but by abhi ke liye itna hi. Yes, transfer window almost ho gaya hai, and again, people love you all. Jo bhi aaya hai, I cannot thank you enough. Of course, we'll have to have a lot more content being backed over the coming days because we are having a UCL coming. We are having 3 derbies this weekend. तो कल का प्रीव्यू मत मिस करिएगा. We are having आज का प्रीव्यू. We'll do a live stream as always on Almighty Blues FC. तो मत मिस करिएगा. We'll also try and cover FPL वहां पर. लेकिन जाते जाते मैं दिखा देता हूँ भाई एक प्रीमियर लीग का टेबल अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है चेल्सी फैन. I'll be honest. I know खाली 5 games में we should not judge much. लेकिन pathetic performance and that 1-2 point जो जीत रही है ना लिवरपूल और मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड अभी despite their performances even Tottenham I don't think that's something which is a good sign. That is what tells you that those teams are probably going to be in the top 4 or top 5 compared to Chelsea. मतलब I know मैं बहुत harsh हो रहा हूँ चेल्सी पे और ऑफ कोर्स ट्रांसफर विंडो में हमने किया है बवाल लास्ट 2 दिन में फफाना आ गए हैं ओबामेयांग आ गए हैं जकारिया आ गए हैं बट स्टिल विल इट बी इनफ immediately I doubt it. Let's see. I hope I'm wrong. Chelsea are not even in the top 9. Yes, we are in the top 10. That's all. लेकिन आर्सेनल मैन कंग्रेट्स यार अभी के लिए उतना ही बोल सकता हूँ. गुड नाइट एब्सोल्युटली. चलो मच लव एंड मिलते हैं आज शाम को एंड लेट्स लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब. ऑल द बेस्ट भाई जो भी होप करा ट्रांसफर बट चेल्सी वेल डन. Let's move on and focus on the pitch now. That's all we want. Bye.